All right. Good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are on this rock that we call home, we call Earth. Hello, hello. My name is Ophir at OGO Gaming. Currently, it is 1300 hours, 13 minutes past locally in the Eastern Time Zone, February 19th, 2026. What is up? Good morning. Today we've got more Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 version for you guys. Hey, heads up though. If you're part of the Oaf level Discord, or if you follow my YouTube, you probably already heard me talk about this a day or two ago. Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild Nintendo Switch 2 versions just recently had an update, like a night or two ago. I think it was actually 2 nights ago after we got done with our last stream. And Dan and Rev even said, hey, there's this weird post from Nintendo of China, I believe it is, CS being Chinese simplified in Nintendo terms, where they're like, oh yeah, we're having a Zelda update for Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom. And I'm like, is it? Wait, what? Dan's like, well, it says they're only doing like language updates and all that other stuff. Doesn't seem like it's too big. I'm like, I wonder if this is going to be the update to finally fix the cutscenes. So, last time we left off, I know that we got Sage's Vow and all that. However, I'm going to go back to a previous cutscene just to show you guys that, yes, they fixed the cutscenes for the Switch 2 version. So, let's start off with that.
Sonia! Queen Sonia!
Finally, it is mine!
Yeah. With this most recent update for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, if you have a physical cartridge of either of those games, like how I have a physical cartridge of Tears of the Kingdom right here, your cutscenes are no longer broken. Ta-da.
I can feel my strength surging.
Yep. Cutscenes are fixed finally for the Switch 2 version, boys. Let's get back to work. Yep. And that's how it should be. What is this, Friday the 13th?
Sonia!
Halloween?
You were too late, Rauru. You took for granted the godlike power you had in your hands. Do you now see the potential you squandered? As for her, she is merely the first victim of your arrogance. You tried to control me, Rauru, and you will die knowing that you failed.
Queen Sonia needs you!
Yep. Cutscenes are fixed. We no longer have that stuttering issue. We don't have the archiving issue. We don't have any glitch or lag, no distortions. Yeah. As of Tuesday, February 17th, 2026, around 8 p.m., 2000 hours locally in the Eastern Time Zone is when that update happened, if I remember correctly. Where Nintendo literally said, yeah, Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom is going to be getting an update, but it's more like quality of life, and just to make things a little bit easier and update any language packs or whatever. And then not only did they do that, but they fixed the cutscenes finally. So if you have a physical cartridge of Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild, I have a physical cartridge of Tears of the Kingdom. I have a digital download of Breath of the Wild. My version of Breath of the Wild wasn't broken because it was digital. And when I got the Switch 2 add-on expansion, it still ran fine, right? When I started playing Tears of the Kingdom, as you guys know, from like a week or two ago when we first started doing this third run, cutscenes were broken because it's a physical cartridge, not digital. I don't know what happened with physical cartridges getting messed up and not running as they should with the Switch 2 upgrade and all that. I don't know what's happening with that. I know that digital versions had a better time than physical, like myself. And I was even saying maybe I have to go ahead and buy a new fucking copy of Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 version, which is ultimate bullshit because I already own the game and I already have the Switch 2, all that. But after bitching about that on Tuesday, and then seeing that, I'm like, oh, that was intentional. They held off to update this until now, didn't they? Like, intentionally, because it's the 40th anniversary this Saturday starting off, so, don't know. Anyway, yes, cutscenes are now fixed. Now that we're about 12 minutes in, time to go over today's MO. So, today's mission objective is, and I was just thinking about this before we went live, so I was thinking about it a little bit last night before going to sleep, but ultimately I decided on our MO today before going live. Today, we're going to go ahead and get the rest of the stables and the rest of their quests. So anything that Penn needs to do with the stables, we're going to do that, because I think we only have like 3 or 4 left to uncover. When it comes to the memories, we've got 2 more documented that we still need to find, but it's ultimately 3 in total that we still need to get. Okay. So we'll be finishing off the Dragon Tier memories, and we're going to be finishing off Penn's stable quests as well today. Other than that, I don't know what else we could put onto our MO. Let's see. I know that we'll probably be getting a couple more towers as we go along. Try to keep these outer edges uncovered, and then... Oh, there's LHA. What's up there, bud? Yellow, give me the deets. All right, so as I just went ahead and gave the lovelies a little bit of a rundown, 2 nights ago, we had that, recent update to Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, where Dan and Rev, as you know, LH, shared that it seems like it's going to be a simple, quality of life update or some kind of language pack update, and then I myself got curious, and they fixed the cutscenes. So as I showed you in the server, LH, with a couple of these, memories being recorded and all that, let me go back to, because I just showed Birth of the Demon King, and that was another one that was broken from, when we saw it. Let me go ahead and do Show of Fealty, because I know I showed, actually, no. Sonia is caught by treachery. I know that I shared this one to you, LH. I'm going to share this one to you right now, just to show that the Switch 2 physical cartridge, that whole hassle, if you have a Switch 1 physical cartridge of Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, it was broken for these past 8 months. Now it's fixed. So let me show you that real quick.
All right, Zelda. We are alone as you requested.
What was it you wanted to discuss with me in private?
You are far too trusting.
It's fixed.
Oh my. I'm surprised to hear you say such a thing. That is quite out of character for the Zelda I know. But then you are a puppet of Ganondorf.
Did you really think we hadn't realized your deceit?
It do be fixed, yeah. Like, there's no stuttering, there's no lag, there's no glitches, there's no archiving around any of the edges. Boom. And right there, there you go. The audio cues are now synced up with their visual ties, finally.
Your Majesty!
My whole thing is...
Oh no! Queen Sonia!
God damn it, that fucking face. My whole thing is... And LH, as you know, I've shared it to you, and as everybody here who's watching live or on the VOD later on will know that I've been presenting it when we go live. I don't know the technical terms or technical, nuances of why the cutscenes were broken like that. Why the audio would keep going, but visually nothing would work. I almost want to say that's chalked up to pre-rendered cutscenes, which means that visually, like, the cutscenes visually, what we see was not linked up, no pun intended, was not connected to the audio. So, like, if you're in, like, a video editing software, right, and you take a video clip, right, and you do the option to separate the video and the audio clips, so then they're in two separate tracks, so then ultimately, like, you could delete the video, but you could still have the audio from it, something like that. It felt like that. It felt like the audio and the video was separated for these past 6 to 8 months, and I don't have an answer for it. I really don't know why it was like that. I don't know. But it seems like it was prioritized mainly for the digital copies of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and not the physical. Because as we know with Switch 2 physical cartridges, they're not actual physical cartridges, they're just, download codes, kind of like what I found out when I got, like, DuckTales Remastered back on the day with the PS3. Which is really just kind of irking me that, okay, well, Switch 2 physical is actually a digital download code. Right, so you guys are prioritizing digital copies and not physical copies now. Yes, so if you have a physical copy of a game, it's likely meant for Switch 1 here on out, because Switch 2 is not going to have a physical cartridge, it's going to have a digital... You see where I'm getting at, right? So it goes back to that whole hassle last year we found out about key cards or key codes or card codes or whatever the hell you want to call it for special game codes or whatever the fuck. It seems like Zelda was one of those first ones this whole time. Meaning like for instance, if you get it for Switch 2 physically, you get that key code. Meaning like you have it digitally, right? But if you have a physical cartridge from Switch 1 like me, that is your physical key. Because now Nintendo only does digital. I hope I'm getting that wrong. I really hope so. To continue on with our updates before we head on to Hyrule. Let's see. We covered that the video and audio is fixed. We covered the past few streams, and we covered what we might be doing today for today's MO. Perfect. This coming Saturday, is the Zelda 40th anniversary from February 21st, 1986 to February 21st, 2026. This Saturday, my good buddy, my good friend and brother, LH, the Low-Rollian historian, the one and only who's in chat right now, him and I will be presenting another wonderful episode of Deku Scrub Playground, our podcast, our Zelda podcast from fans for fans. Hello, LH. Now, Saturday, we will be live with another DSP. This will be DSP 5, but this one's going to be special for you guys. Because it's the Zelda anniversary, LH and I will be presenting DSP 5 live. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but hey. DSP 5 will be presented live to you guys. Now, when it comes to that, I know that on my end, we'll be live here on OGOF Gaming, here on Twitch, and then you can catch the entire episode with its, background music and edits, whatever, later on after we do DSP 5 alive. I'm going to keep talking with LH here about what we need to do about that, because LH, if you're free after stream today, or if you're free sometime tomorrow, it could be either before stream or after stream tomorrow on Friday, you just let me know, and then we'll touch base, and we'll, see what we need to do, or whatever we need to milk out. Whatever we need to milk out. Jesus, that's not the terminology. Basically, what we're planning is we'll be live here on Twitch, and we should also be live on LH's channel on YouTube, hopefully. We're going to iron out those kinks later on, LH and I, and we'll give you guys the announcement of, hey, here we go, this is going to be DSP 5, it's going to be a special one, it's going to be live on the Zelda anniversary. We'll give you those announcements, when we get all of our stuff ready. But tune in then. We'll give you guys announcements. We'll give you guys updates of where to find us, what time. Because Saturday, it should be roughly starting anywhere around, usually around the time that I usually start stream. So anywhere as early as like noon to as late as like right now 1:30 at the absolute latest. Like LH and I, we're going to cover that. But other than that, yeah, that is your updates since we weren't live yesterday, Wednesday, and you guys haven't seen me since Tuesday, where last time we were live, we went ahead and did the entire Koga quest. Hey, look, people, Hylian Sheikah. Duh, because the Yiga are Sheikah. So, with that being said, with Koga now being, one and done last time, today, like I said, we're going to try to brush up and finish up our Dragon Tier memories, our stable quests with Penn via the Lucky Clover Gazette, and, get a couple more towers as we go along. So I think the first thing we're going to be doing right off the bat is going over here to Tucker Rock, because I got that shrine, but I didn't get that stable. So we're going to go get that stable real quick. How is everyone doing today? Everybody having a good week? Everybody planning for a good weekend? How do I get a shrine and not unlock the stable? Easily. I did with this one. I saw the shrine, I'm like, oh, I'll get to the shrine and not go to the stable for some reason. Hey, Motez, how you doing, my dude? How you doing today? Okay, so we got that stable. Hey, Pine, I got a good night's sleep. Oh, actually, hold that thought. We don't have time to squawk right now. I got a very interesting lead about a missing princess. We could have a pretty huge story here. Sounds as if one night a while back, I'm not sure how far, but Zoraldo borrowed the stable's farm tools. That's a bit unusual. Why would the princess need farm tools? And this story has another odd twist. Hold on, pause. I think the reason why quote-unquote Zelda, it's not actually her, but if Princess Zelda actually needed to borrow farm tools from a stable, we're not too terribly close. I mean, we're not close to Hateno at all. But, I mean, Zelda no longer lives in the capital city of Hyrule Town, or Hyrule Castle Town. She annexed our home, and now Link is homeless again. So, I mean, when your girlfriend takes over your house, what do you do at that point, you know? Jesus Christ. Missing farm tools. Oh, yeah, you're gonna be down here. That's right. Oh, well, not too bad. Not too bad at all. And yeah, LH is here, my good buddy, my good friend. Very good researcher, historian, and theorist when it comes to the Legend of Zelda series. A good person I like to call my brother. The missing farm tools. Away! Let's see. Let's get a battery. LH says, half of the stable issues are from Zelda starting something before she went missing, while the other half are from Yiga clan or Puppet Zelda causing trouble. Yeah, that's true, LH. You are correct. So we'll go all the way back to our first stable quest that we did, and that being the Golden Horse, right? Sure, Zelda found the Golden Horse and wanted to keep it at the stables, but you know, the thing got rowdy and all that, and, you know, apparently, according to that, you know, stable worker, the horse didn't like anything there, like, especially when Zelda went missing. It's really weird when you think about Zelda of the Era of the Wilds and Tears, that she has so much on her plate to a point that she doesn't know what to focus on. And that's not me taking a dig at, you know, the princess of this era. It's quite literally me saying that Zelda of the Era of Wild / Tears is such a badass and so smart that she often prioritizes work over her own self. So something that I do quite often myself. I think LH here can probably admit to that. I think, like, if I'm going to be honest, out of everyone in the Zelda crew or in my quote-unquote circles, I think most, if not 3/4 of us, tend to focus a little bit more on getting things done rather than making sure we're feeling okay. And I'm not speaking for everyone, but I am saying that most of us do tend to work ourselves into exhaustion pretty frequently. I ain't gonna lie. I feel that, Emma. You feel that, Motez? Tired because 40% of the strength drain. Jeez. Some guy attended an online course. Yeah. I'm sorry about that, Motez. I feel that too. I feel that. Hopefully you have, you know, somewhat brighter day going forth, you know? Because I know how things can get. Granted, I never had to take a online course or anything like that, but I do know how things can be when it comes to whether it's school or work or so on and so forth. I understand, Motez. Hey man, time flies so quickly when we gotta be productive and stuff. Exactly. The struggles of autism, ADHD, and its spectrum. You are correct, LH. You are 100% correct there. You have ADHD? Very nice, Motez. Very nice. Up in the up in the sky, there's someone coming at us. Oh, it's Penn. Yeah, finally caught up with you two. I was flying around this whole area, partner, trying to find out facts, but when I saw you on this raft, I figured you'd chase down our story, so I flew right down to help. But where are we? Oh, no. Oh, no. It's Flower Blight Ganon. Oh, no. She returns.
What do you think you're doing just barging in here? This place is for flowers and plants, all of them precious. You'd better watch out. You'll rue the day you trample on any of them.
Why does she sound like Koga now? Hey, who is this? Haven't met her before, partner? Well, sorry, ma'am. We're just looking for some farm tools. I lent to the princess a ways back. I promise we won't pick any flowers.
Yeah, picking them. I'm more worried you kicking them. Wait a minute. Farm tools? Did you say something about farm tools?
Well, that's right. Some farm tools from our stable and wanting them back.
Ah, well, that's my fault. I have them. This area became home to Princess Zelda's plant sanctuary. She asked me to take care of the special place for her. She loved these plants and spent a lot of time here, making sure the garden beds were happy homes for them. We meant to return the tools after we finished work.
Right. Sorry. They say she went missing. All her work is ruined when... Okay, so... Yeah, farm tools, never gave them back. Never asked for them, though. But that's really funny that Zelda's like, I'm going to take your farm tools because I am the ruler of your kingdom. You can't just fucking do that. That's not how that works. There's like decorum and... Yeah, on a side note, I still think Penn says suck balls. I know that he's not saying suck balls, but when he goes suck ball, it sounds like he's saying suck balls. You got the diagnosis too? Yeah. OCD as well, but I think the symptoms fit. They can, but I'm not a doctor, so I won't say. What the fuck? What was that voice, Lamau? Oh, for Flower Blight Ganon / Master Koga.
It is I, the big, the burly, the headmaster, head of the Yiga clan who's going to kill you to death, Master Koga.
You know, that guy. Anyways. Hey, no worries, Motez. No worries. We'll see you later, my dude. Always good to see and hear from you. Always good. You take care. We'll catch you later, Motez. Why did I go here? Because we're doing memories and stables. Okay, fine. Then why did I go here? Because the next memory is Sonia's grave. Which is here. Yeah, why did I do that? Why did I do that? I don't know. I don't know why I did that. I guess we'll go... here. So, LH, I'm guessing you're off work today? How'd the, if I may ask, how'd the water heater, boiler, I think it's a heater, you were off this week. I'm sorry about that, LH. I am. I know that things with the current job have been not great, to say the least, I guess you could say, because I've been in that same job. I've done warehousing, I've done shipping, I've done packaging and transport and postal, like anything under that umbrella term of I've been on the dock, you know. Water heaters and furnace goes in tomorrow. Oh! Wait a second, did both of you get a new place? Did both of you get a new place, and this is the first I'm hearing about it? What the hell? Yo, if that's the case, congrats. Oh, no. Oh. My bad. Just making changements? Jesus. Changes, improvements. Okay, I gotcha. Sorry about that. I don't know why my mind defaulted into... Excuse me. I don't know why my mind defaulted into, oh yeah, now LH has a new place. Oh, goodness. Sorry about that. Took a gnarly rip off the bowl. I now... Hello, Mrs. O. How you doing, dear? They've subscribed for 44. Link is so high up. Yes, he is. Wait, dear, did your sub just run out right now? 'Cause I just noticed the sub point going down. Oh, nice. Good. You doing good? All right. How's the oil change, dear? Let's do this, and this. Yeah. All right. All right. There you go. As long as the oil change is going on pretty well and all that, then there you go. There you go. You just be safe, and I'll see you when you get home, dear. You gotta finish them one got nails filed since they're gonna get them done last week. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. Memory is right there. See, this is the third run I've done of this game, so I haven't really done too many runs of Tears of the Kingdom, but I've been able to remember where the fucking memories are. Like, where the actual, like, you know, pool of water is. There you go. LH, do you have Tears of the Kingdom physical or digital? I am physically fit. Okay, so you got a physical copy like me. Got it. That's right, because we were talking about release day for this game when the game came out. That's right.
Sonia.
And if I remember right, I got it at GameStop when they opened, but I think it was Kay who got yours. Yeah, because we both got it launch week.
King Rauru, before you face the Demon King tomorrow, there is something I must tell you. I came to this era
I kicked its ass.
after finding a man underground.
Go on.
When I witnessed what the secret
Alright,
stone
dear.
did to Ganondorf, at that moment, I knew for sure what we found underground, that was him. He was still alive, still powerful. He continues to live on, all the way until my time. In tomorrow's battle, we won't be able to defeat him. No matter how strong we think we are, he'll survive.
Hey, LH, I have an idea. It's been going through my mind for
And you will.
a couple of months now.
Maybe so. But it is my duty to try.
Oh my god.
It was my hubris that set us on this path. I
Did you
must
guys
atone
notice
for
that?
my error in judgment. And above all else, I remain the King of Hyrule. As with any leader, it is my duty to safeguard and protect my people.
It's not
Even
broken.
if I must risk my life.
Rauru.
It's not desynced. It literally just stuttered like it would before, but
And
it's
if it
not
proves
desynced.
impossible for us to defeat Ganondorf, we rely on your knight and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link. But remember, that was a future where you
Notice
never
what? The
appeared in
map
this
room
world.
doesn't exist yet. Didn't notice
You are
that
here
stutter.
now.
No, it's not the map
Zelda.
room.
I believe there is a reason you were sent to us.
I have an
It
idea.
has to mean something.
And what you uploaded recently, your most recent big upload, I don't mean by views, I mean by length of time, goes hand in hand with this.
The reason I am here.
Do you remember when I did the Memory movie? How it was like Breath of the Wild memories? And then it led into like, based on notes in game and findings, we know that this happened right before Tears of the Kingdom of Purah finding the underground and then telling Link and Zelda, you might want to go get the Master Sword, come back and go underground and find out what's under there. And because you and I have talked about it and theorized it, you know, between this time of Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, that's when the champions were sent back through time and then came back, where they were only gone in this reality for like a blink of an eye. But what I'm getting at is we should redo the Memory movie. Whether it's for the collab or it's for something you and I do, LH, with the group. What I mean by this is like we merge the Age of Imprisonment memories, cutscenes, whatever, with the Tears of the Kingdom memory cutscenes. Because obviously there's some cutscenes in this game via the memories that didn't make it to AOI, right? Some of the most important ones being like the Master Sword. You plan to do that, but in pieces? Okay, good. I was going to ask you about that. If you need me to help out now that the cutscenes are now fixed, I will definitely help you out with that, because alone, the Age of Imprisonment one is 2 hours long. That's exactly what I'm trying to get to. It's going to be a long video, but if we want all the context clues from all the memories, including some of these memories like the one we just saw, that one's not an Age of Imprisonment, but it's after the sages were gifted their stones, right? So that was probably right before the Battle of Hyrule Castle. Holy crap. Holy crap. You know what's really eerie about that then? Because I keep thinking the Stormwind Arc docked here to the south where this shelf is, and that's not the case. It was docked up here to the north, in between where the Colosseum would be and the Great Plateau. Literally, the Stormwind Arc was docked where the back of the ship was on that, mountain, and the front of the ship was here. That's... It's giving me chills, because I don't know whether this is on purpose or not, but putting this memory here, the last time Zelda, Rauru, Minaru, everybody was at the Forgotten Foundation, right before the assault on Hyrule Castle, before fleeing to the Forgotten Foundation. That battle happened right in front of where we're looking at. Like, yeah, you could see the next memory from here too, but I think what's really symbolic about this is like, oh God, you know what I mean? You're not in the place where the Stormwind Arc was. It was right there, mind you, but I find that kind of symbolic that this memory that's missing from Age of Imprisonment, like, thematically where it is on the map fits so freaking well. Well, yeah, the plateau is in view, and then current day Hyrule Castle is in view, and under that, oh wow, that I think it's just the symbolism or with me, when it comes to my theories, my findings, and my research when it comes to Zelda, a lot of you guys might already know this. LH knows this pretty well. Well, yeah, the plateau is in view. Yeah. I am not the smartest when it comes to our group of theorists and historians. I'm more of what you would call the philosopher, I guess you could say. I don't know. I'm more of the guy that takes like a lot of inspiration and makes a lot of connections based on like pop culture, world religions, world cultures, and examples like those, right? And then when it comes to symbolism, theming, and artistic interpretation, that's also what I kind of dabble in. And when it comes to like the hidden meaning and the symbolism of having that memory within view of the Forgotten Foundation hole that would become Hyrule Castle today, with the Great Plateau, former Hyrule Castle, like with all of that, it to me, there's a deeper meaning there, and I don't really know how to explain it other than there's a deeper meaning there, and it just fits so well. It just fits so well. All right, here we go. Oop. So that means, LH, when Minoru and Zelda went to talk to Linalia at the Forgotten Foundation, that's literally right before Minoru leaves her body for the last time.
They managed to restrain him somehow.
And since Minoru left her body to go into the slate...
But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
Yeah, LH, if you need help with that memory movie reworking, let me know. Because it, I think, helps the loop. I think it really helps the loop theory. Correct. That memory happens after Zelda receives the Master Sword here. After she speaks with Minoru in her study and determines the most attractive. The memory happens after. Oh, the Linalia memory is after this. Okay, I thought the Linalia memory was before this, but no, you're correct. It's this, the Linalia memory with Minoru. No. It's this, the Linalia memory with Minoru, and then Minoru gives up her soul to be put into the pad.
Master Sword.
Then Draconification. Ending off with Linalia and Calamo.
How is the Master Sword?
My God.
You're telling me that
Oh
Link
yeah,
is safe?
so then you're going to go with it. Yeah.
You traveled through time to find me and recover your strength.
Yeah, you're right.
Zelda, I believe there is a reason you were sent to us. It has to mean something.
Mm-hmm. So that means this moment here.
It's something only I
obviously was after the battle against
We will
Ganondorf,
finally
but
stop him.
does that mean Zelda went to the four
To become an
temples
immortal dragon
after the fight
to
against
lose
Ganondorf?
oneself.
She asked the sages for help after they were all beaten?
I'll be forever changed. Link!
So it must have went
Must
after
find
this
me.
moment because she's preparing to assist Link in the future, yeah. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to get those memories figured out then. Like, actually get this cutscene movie together then. My God. Everything from here on is her preparing for Link to defeat Ganondorf. Exactly. Right on cue. There's something that Gabe said recently, LH, that I don't think anyone said anything about. I saw it, and I kind of said to myself, I don't think that's the case. Gabe is a good buddy of LH and ours. Gabe said something that I don't know if it's really true. I don't really believe it, but he believes that the Wrist Peninsula spiral. I think he said that this is the cause for the Zonai swirl. As in, like, apparently the Zonai have deep ties to Wrist Peninsula and the Akla region. I could be wrong. I might not be remembering what Gabe told us, but that's what I kind of gathered at that moment. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. But I personally don't see Wrist Peninsula being that. You know, I don't see it being that tied to the Zonai and their swirl. Before we get that final memory, we're going to go ahead and get this stable up here, because we need to get that one. And I'm also trying to think, so we got that one way down there earlier. We got this one, this will be 2. And if I'm up to 3 or 4 missing in total, that means 3 is down here. And then number 4 is here at Necluda. So, I mean, yeah, I'll go ahead and get the fucking shrine and do this. Let's see, there you are. Just gotta make sure no lightning strike hits me while I'm in the water, because I didn't realize till way too late. Hey, you're in a good chunk of water right now, so zappity zap zap. Like, no thanks. Oh. Well, if Mrs. Oaf is almost home, I'm not going to have her go to Timmy's. I was going to ask Mrs. Oaf if she could run to Timmy's real quick. But that's like the next town over, now that I'm thinking about it. Timmy's ain't in this town. It's on the next town. Because I'm not going to lie. I'll go for a little bit of Timmy's. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, fuck yeah. Why not? McDonald's okay for food? Sure, if you want. Oh God, what do I want? Oh shit! Did you already start Lent, dear? Because I know that yesterday was Ash Wednesday. So, LH says, Risk Peninsula could be. Here we go. From LH, Risk Peninsula could be the reason for the swirl on the crude Zonai blocks. The crude barbarian-style architecture is supposedly thousands of years younger. Built or put up over older ruins only after the imprisoning war. Well, shit. Yeah, okay, I could see what you guys mean by that now. Because in AOI, Risk Peninsula is there on the map as a land base, but as a land formation. But post imprisoning war ruins, you're spot on because there are ruins at that site that is tied to the Sheikah as well. Yeah, okay. You're right. Sorry about that. That's my bad. I think we start next week because Easters are a week apart. Let me double check for you as I completely suck balls. Greek Easter Lent 2026. Begins on Clean Monday, February 23rd. So yes, it's next week, this upcoming Monday. LH says nothing determined, just theory. No, you're correct, LH. You are correct. You are correct in that. I so should have read that. It seems like there's not. It seems like there's not a quest here. I think Penn was just here to be like, oh hey, I'm here. Goodbye. So is there not actually a quest tied to this one? Damn it. Okay. I thought there was. Oh man. So we actually came here for no good reason. No, you came here for a good reason. It's called a shrine. Oh yeah. And McDonald's, what do you know what you want? Oh god, what do I want? Let me do, because they don't have spicy McChickens anymore. Oh, damn. If you're at McDonald's, we can't do Popeyes. Okay, let me do a McChicken. And they have a hot honey chicken sandwich. Ooh. Yeah, I guess I'll try that one. I guess I'll try the hot honey chicken sandwich. And then throw in two of the daily doubles, which is not a McDouble, but it's like a really flavorful. It's basically a small Big Mac at that point. So throw in 2 daily doubles, and I think I should be good. Thanks, dear. Because I really don't know what I want. I haven't had McDonald's at all. I need a number 9 large. I have actually pulled that joke at McDonald's, and there's some dudes who have been real cool that they understood what I meant, so they put in McDonald's terms. If I was going to do a number 9 large, God, let me try to remember what a number 9 is at McDonald's. Is that a quarter pound deluxe? Because I think a 10 is still chicken nuggets. God, I can't remember. I can't remember at all. I want a number 9 large, a number 6, right there, San Andreas. All right. Who wants to play Jenga? Because, I do. So let's see. Okay, and shit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? No! Almost sound like Captain Falcon. Oh, dun, dun. Yes! How did I forget that? Well, yeah, you're supposed to pull the Jenga blocks so you can go over there. Whatever, it's done. It's done. It's done. That's another shrine solved, because there's more than one way to solve a problem in these games. And done. Easy. Easy. LH is in the Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, man. Oh, man. What you gonna be doing in Hyrule now, LH? Going around and doing some survey work? Don't give away my secrets. Alrighty. Unless you're doing a new run, because I know that you recently just did a new run of Breath of the Wild, so if you're doing a new run of Tears of the Kingdom, good on ya. I wonder if you'll get it done before I will. Because with me, I think I have, what, 2.5 weeks now started? You did start a new run of sorts. Oh. Oh, really? Lay it on me, my dude. Lay it on me. So there's no Penn quest here. Got it. I guess we'll go to Necluda, because we have a quest here that we have to do. So we'll go here. Was getting some cutscenes and lore recorded. Oh, ho, ho. That's why, yes, because there's some cutscenes in Tears of the Kingdom that don't get saved. Like, in particular, Link handing off the Master Sword to Zelda at the Altar of Time, at the Temple of Time, within the sky. That's not a saved cutscene, but that's one that you and I do hold closely, so I get it now. I getcha. A lot of the opening, too. Yes, yes. That is very crucial, and to everyone out there, please, if you don't know who LH here is, the Lorulian historian himself, he is, like, the guy that is, like, behind, like, knowing what the fuck is up with Zelda. So please do give him, a follow, give him some love. As well as some of the other peeps in my Zelda family, in my circles that I've featured and talked about here on the Twitch and the YouTubes before. So LH, Rev, Zoey the Dream Shrine, Dan the Man, like Gabe Aura, like go ahead and check them all out. Like seriously, because they do really good stuff, and like seriously, you guys should definitely check them out. I'm not kidding. Go ahead and check them out, please. Anyway. All we get as a memory is the awakening. Yes. When Link and Zelda descend down the steps into the sealing chamber. The imprisoning chamber. Whatever you want to call it. But before that is the unbroken... God, how do I say it? Gloom's approach, where it's not broken because the upheaval hasn't happened yet. In that same regard, the events that you have happening at the beginning of this game, where Link and Zelda are first in the depths of Gloom's approach and being like, oh, well, this is a Zonai statue, and what, like at the very beginning of the game where they go, that is immediately after the 2019 trailer, or teaser trailer when we first heard the heartbeat. So when Link and Zelda are underground with that Don in that trailer, that happens right before the beginning of this game. But what happens right before that whole, teaser trailer, before it happens in this game? Link and Zelda go talk to the Great Deku Tree, then they go underground via the trailer, and then it's the beginning of this game. It's like LH and I, we've talked about this, and we've worked on these memories for a few years now, so if anybody's lost, I apologize. I do apologize, but I'm trying to get some of the creative juices out for LH. Be like, hey, this, and he'll be like, oh, this. Be like, oh, combat training shields. Piss. I was just talking about how Ganondorf is a pain in the ass in this game, and it's only because everybody knows how to flurry rush. Everybody knows how to dodge out of the way. Myself included, I'm not the great at shield bashing. So, I mean, I'm better at shield bashing in Skyward Sword than I am in this game. Reflect a projectile if you parry with your shield at the right time. Turn the enemy's attack against them. Got it. Let's go. Your other attacks are ineffective here. Ready yourself. Alright. Well, ready, shield, and parry. Dick. Oh, no. There you go. Well done. Be mindful of the element of each attack and choose your shield accordingly. Now demonstrate your skill once more. Alright. Come on, you bastard. I didn't think I got that. I did not think I got that one. Can't take the ruby rod. I was too early. I was too early. Oh no. Excuse me. Or maybe it's because I was using a mirror. That might be why. Yeah, because since the shield didn't catch on fire when deflecting the fucking fire. Oh my god. Okay, let's do more shield parries, I guess, because everybody loves to shield parry. No, nobody loves this. Nobody loves to shield parry. Shield parrying sucks all of the anus. Yeah, I said it. There you go. Well done. Oh boy. Mindful of the element of each attack and choose your shield accordingly. Now demonstrate your skill once more. So what I was trying to get at with Ganondorf basically in this game is he's absolutely brutal to go against because everybody knows how to... Okay. It's not because it was metal. It was literally because I was too early. Ganondorf in this game is so fucking brutal because everybody knows how to flurry rush. Everybody knows how to dodge out of the way, right? But that doesn't really work with Ganondorf because he does the same damn thing. He'll do a flurry rush, he'll dodge out of the way, and then he'll try going after you. So then you think, oh, I've got a shield parry. You've got a shield parry. Quite a bit, mind you. And it's not easy, because, like, Ganondorf himself, I know that he's been the main threat to Hyrule for millennia. Especially being locked up underground and all that for, I don't know, millennia. And I don't know how to put it other than it gets really fucked when you have to fight Ganondorf in this game. Like, yeah, sure, Phantom Ganon's no walk in the park either, but Phantom Ganon is like picking roses and daisies compared to going against Ganondorf himself. And all what I can remember is like the old Twilight Princess Prima Guide manual back in the day, and enemies and monsters and demons having like certain threat levels and all that. Ganondorf being like one of those that has a max threat level of like a full red bar, 6 out of 6 or whatever. And I just kind of sit here, I'm like, God damn. Because Ganondorf in this game is like the threat. He's like the guy, right? All other instances you saw beforehand was not him. Well, it was him, but it wasn't asterisk, meaning it was like a portion of himself that he sent out like a Bunshin or a Phantom, right? And it's like he's the guy in this game, like the guy. And then when he dies at the end, everybody's like, "Oh, he'll be back." No, he won't be back. He's gone. Like he's gone. He's actually gone finally. To the real world, no. To us, he's not. He could still come back in a future game that is before, you know, Breath of the Wild, Tears within the loop. But man, absolute tough as nails in this game. All right, Penn, where are you? Oh, god damn you, Penn. You're up there, and he's like, how dare those Yiga? Which basically means imitation Zelda at the top of the Dueling Peaks. That's right. Alright, I've got that registered. Why don't you get your stable point reward? I don't want to. I really don't. Hey, Penn. Ah, Fio, it's just you, partner. I should have known you'd be my morning grogginess to sneak up on me. My feathers really are ruffled, aren't they? You spook me ain't you what I'm talking about, although that did do a number on me, too. Zeraldo, she was kidnapped. Have you heard of the Yiga? Well, they're a gang of lowlifes who worship an evil entity and plot out against Zeraldo. And now they claim that they've kidnapped her. That's more than they even worried about being found. In fact, they sent a message through the newspaper. We have taken Zelda to the carved-out hide of the towering twins. Understandably, Miss Tracy is also worked up over this news. I came here because the word twins made me think of the Dueling Peaks stable. But I haven't found any other clues so far, so there must be something. Partner, we can't allow the chips and warbles of evil to go unanswered. Alright, well, I know where that is. It's gonna be way up here. Way up here on this side. So, we're going to go over here to the Great Sky Island. Yeah, we'll go to the Great Sky Island. Just thinking for a moment, was that other one higher up? No. No, it wasn't. Animal Crossing 3.0.1 update, which I saw this morning as well, which was small bug fixes. Oh, okay, so that's what Mama Oaf was doing this morning. Because Mama Oaf is a big Animal Crossing fan. Which, LH, if you're still here, have you been on your island lately, or nah? Because I was gonna ask you if, oh, you are. Okay. I was gonna ask if you've been on your island lately or not. Because I wanted to ask if by chance, by possible chance, by possibility of chance, if you've gone ahead and visited my remade island via the dream feature, where you go into bed and you're like, oh yeah, I'd like to visit an island. Oh, okay, what island would you like to visit? Here's the code. Oh, okay. And then you do that. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to ask, because I know I posted the dream code a while ago to you guys. I was hoping that I'd hear back about a couple of you going through and walking through the island. It's not a big thing. You haven't been. I got this old items main room, but I haven't played since. Oh, okay. My bad. No worries. I was only wondering if y'all have visited my island since the reconstruction finished, because like I know that I could open it up and have you visit anytime, but that's also what the Dream Island's for, just to make sure that you can visit any time that you want, even if I'm not on the game at that point. But yeah, no worries. I thought I'd ask. Yeah. All right, here we go. There's Ring Ruins. There's that tower. Boom. Great Plateau. Yeah, Great Plateau right there. Nice. Doodly-doo. Dick, how did you see me? Oh. Okay, I thought there was already one behind me. Oops. Oh! I'm gonna have to sit down sometime, LH, and finish out my my spreadsheet, and basically I gotta finish up my my concept of that third game idea, you know, of voice of the hero, because each day I'm actually getting more ideas of what to put into there. And let me tell you, there's quite a lot. Like, sure, I'd love if rocks like the birds and you know, Goma and stuff like that would come back. But do you remember rope snakes? Wouldn't rope snakes be really cool to have back again? Because I've been thinking about that lately. I think having rope snakes would also be pretty cool to have back. Armos, Beamos, Stalfos. Stuff like that, you know? Okay, so... Did I just lose? No. I didn't lose where I was at. Okay, good. Because it's right under me. Like, that fucking close. Jesus Christ. Oh, there was a shrine up there. Yeah, I know there was a shrine up there, but I'll be alright. For now. You're not Zeraldo. Who the hell are you? Link, help me. Yeah, but you're not her. Oh, the valiant golden-haired knight noticed Link could have such a sturdy cage like that. I knew we'd lure you in some heroic wannabes of some Zelda as bait, but we've managed to snare you. Hey, don't worry, and once we find the real Zeraldo, we'll send her to join you. Promise. Alright, everybody, this is definitely the golden-haired golden boy. Get him. Mr. Hero. There you go. Oh, you dickwad! Boop. There you go. Pretty easy, pretty easy. Well, back next time, be prepared. What do you mean by next time? Koga's gone, I'm already a Blade Master, I've already got your fucking lightning helmet, I got all that shit, so I don't know what you mean by that. I don't know what you mean by next time. Unless it's the third game. Oh, hi, dear. Welcome home. You're saying the Yiga sent that letter to lure you into this trap? Why would the Yiga give a hoot about you? Anyway, can't do your own horn for that. Anyway, getting back on track here. We've together to chase 11 of these stories about her. Really gotten the hang of it. Full-time job on paper. Go ahead and add this to your egg nest. All right, nest egg. Tracy gave us another bonus. Sounds like the article on Zeraldo was a hit. Tracy really looked like he did. Anyway, here's the bonus. Why don't you agree? Another $100. Nice. I'm off to find out more about the Yiga scheme. Goodbye, suck balls. All right. Boop, boop, boop. So let's see. That's right. I've got one more shrine, and one more stable, and it's down here. I think that's literally the last stable I need to go fucking unlock. Oh, thanks. So let's go unlock that last stable. Here we go. You want to say hi to LH? She's in the chat.
Hello.
The missus says hi, LH. Ah, big stretch. Huh? Nice. LH says hello.
Hello.
Good guy, LH. Good guy.
Ow.
You alright?
No.
What happened? Oh, Jesus. Oh, you mean at the hotel?
No.
Oh.
When I was at Mirage.
Oh, okay.
Some asshole was trying to kill me.
I see, the stable. Yeah. Yeah, that's not fun.
No.
No. No. Alright, alright. Here we go. Fuck you, Gleok. Huh? I beat up goddamn Lionels and Frocks and Taluses and Hina. I don't touch Gleoks because they actually give me a run for my money that I don't like. It's like, LH, when I was first going against King Gleoks to get the Sage's Will back in, I think, 2023, Dan was telling me, oh, it's not that bad. You just gotta do this technique. And I looked it up, and I'm like, oh, God, but you gotta have a whole fucking arsenal with you, you know? It's like, I don't like going against Gleoks because of how, like, overly prepped you need to be. Like, extremely, like, absolutely extremely over-prepared. Like, not just with King Gleoks, but all Gleoks. Like, I like that they brought back Gleok. It's a classic fucking enemy. It's a classic boss, technically, or multi-level boss, or whatever you want to call it. But I like that they brought it back. Cool. I don't like fighting them. And what I don't like is all the King Gleeoks are tied to something important. So the three sages will King Gleeoks, and then the King Gleeok underground, they have to fight for the Twilight Princess stuff. It's like, why? Like, why? But, you know, it is whatever. Oh, and before I forget, I know that I've been rambling on for about like an hour or so. I do apologize. LH, I know that you're in chat. Actually, you know what? No, it's the middle of the week. Okay, I was gonna say, as Ghost. No. Lay down. You don't need McDonald's. Lay down. No, cat can't have cheeseburger. No. Go on. I was gonna say, hello, Kay, but I think she's not home right now. I think she's at work still. So that's my bad. There you go. Ghost. I know she is at work. All right, no worries. LH for Saturday. I know that with this I know with this microphone 3.0, it's a sound dampening mic, so it sounds a hell of a lot better than microphone 2.0, right? Where a lot of the background noise is already cut out. I don't have to do a whole lot of filter. I think the only filter I have on here is a compressor for when I'm recording stuff, but then like if I'm not in Streamlabs and I use it for like Discord or whatever, I use whatever the in-application noise cancellation is, right? So it's already a sound dampening mic, but with like sound dampening kind of effects, it really works. However, when we do DSP 5 Live, or DSP Live, whatever you want to call it, on Saturday, if Ghost is still in heat, I'm probably just going to put her in another room for that entire session. Just giving you a heads up. Yeah. Skibba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doop. God, if you had to ask me, do I like the shrine theme from Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom better? It's the Tears of the Kingdom shrine theme. Like, yes. I just love those beeps. They're so pleasing to my brain. I don't know why. Sheikah Tech, Breath of the Wild shrines, I do like. The music I do like. However, I like the in full version that is the final trial, Maz Koshia's, own test within the Great Plateau. I agree with LH 100%. This is a more peaceful theme. It links up, no pun intended, with the aspect of spirit that is everywhere in Tears of the Kingdom. It has the beeps and the boops and the clicks and all of that stuff that you would get from technology, which, again, is very apparent in these two games, but in this game, probably a bit more. It really links up, again, no pun intended, to the whole aspect of spirit and technology, right? As Thor said, your ancestors called it magic, you call it science, while my people call one and the same thing. I get a lot of those vibes with this game, right? And as LH put it, yes, it's very peaceful, it's very, serene, and yeah, I think that's why I like this shrine theme a little bit better. No, Kitty, you can't have cheeseburger. No. Yeah, we are here to... Wind advisory, huh? Yeah, the wind's been howling these past couple of days. Ghost? No. You can't have McDoran. You know what I like, LH? And I know I've pointed this out before. What I think is really cool attention to detail. Sure, the hero of Sky is a very important hero. He is the first hero after his body sadly passes away and decomposes. His spirit will live on immortally as the immortal spirit force of the hero, meaning any hero to save Hyrule, whether that's with the Master Sword, Triforce, both together, or some sort of side event, Sky's soul is the one to, be housed within that body. So then that era would have a hero when they need it most, right? Sky's very important, sure. Wild/Tears, current modern day Hyrule Link that we have right now on screen. He's the only hero to have met not just the last king of Hyrule, but the first. And yeah, sure, Minish met the first Hylian king, Gustav. But if we're talking about like a hero that met with both, is this one. Full circle, exactly, LH, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, hey.
Highland Stable Association, here's another point. Oh, looks like you got some points saved up. Go ahead and get yourself a reward. I will some other time. Hey, the princess's voice. Hey, ring the boot that shows some serious reports. Spirit, some folks have had the princess nearby. Little bird's head straight there, a bit of fishy. Alright. An eerie voice. When night falls. Okay, so I gotta do it at night, accompany at night. Okay. Well, that's 4:05 p.m. in the game. Let's go ahead and fucking use a sleepover ticket. Until nighttime. Come back anytime. Alright, I will. Only heard at night for Rural Pine Northwest. Kara doing so. Let's go, partner. Shackballs! Hey, partner over here. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna be in the well in the middle of the field. A freaking well that showed up, like, literally between the two games. Well, it's not hard because you have to dig for a well. Yeah. Yeah, did you hear that? Yeah. Sounds like someone singing in a spooky tune. Leave the RMS, the Royal Marine ship. It's probably leave the mushrooms if you do not do you harm. Leave the arms for her, and I leave the arm. Oh, okay. seek the storm, fear not, you will stay warm.
Huh?
Yeah, when'd you get here? Do you need something from me? No. How do you plan on getting out of here? You know, what are you talking about? I wasn't singing anything remotely like that. I've never sung a song with those lyrics. Seek the storm, is that maybe what you heard? Yeah, that's what I'm singing. Yeah, I also heard for if not, I'll do you harm. Leave your arms or I'll kill you. How? What kind of nonsensical song is that? Fear not, you'll stay warm. Those song lyrics, if you put it all together. Seek the storm, fear not, you'll stay warm. And it's a song about a cute little fox who is proud of their warm fur coat. They chase storms since they don't get cold. Oh, really? Is it more of a song of storms? Yeah, no, I'm not happy about that one either, dear. For anyone who's wondering, the missus just told me to quote end quote, shut the fuck up. Tuturu? Like the Susaru clown? Alright, that's 12 goddamn stables. Amino is a swooping and scoops and it's McGoggles blast by now. All that's left is head back to the Lucky Clover Gazette. Aha! Suck balls! Oh, god damn it, Penn. Suck balls! Well, that's all of Penn and Tracy's stables. Stable quests, whatever you want to call them. So now we can hop to it, you froggy motherfucker, because now we have the goddamn sticky armor in full, because we get the helmet by talking to Tracy. You know, like, anyway. Suck balls! God damn it. He's not saying suck balls, but it's fucking... Okay, LH, I'm now seeing what you put in the server. I can fly, phase through matter, transform, cast fireball, generate water, shoot lightning, manipulate matter, move objects with a thought, dreams be wild. Yeah, that's true. Okay, if I'm gonna be honest, I've tried to lucid dream in the past. I've never been able to do so. I've tried to train myself to do it. I've failed miserably each time. Yeah, I trust you put us the link pens to fill me all in the latest. We're relieved that you managed to get to the bottom. Every single one of those rumors is about Zeraldo, and our paper circulation is stronger than ever. I'm almost speechless. Enough of that. You probably just want to know what I promised. Well, fair enough. Here's what you earned. A froggy hood, looking like goddamn the third Hokage. Anyway, what do you, the old crotchety bastard himself? You know, when he was in his fucking armor when he fought Orochimaru. Alright. Well, that's all of Penn and Tracy's stable stuff. Hey, LH, are you there? It could be my mind playing tricks on me, but do you see what I'm seeing? I originally thought that silhouette was a bargainer. It almost looks like... So, there's a person, a Hylian, doing some pose, and I'm guessing that whoever did that ink blot was doing a pose, but it almost reminds me of, like, the moles. Almost. Like the mole statues. There might not be a correlation there, but something kind of stood out to me. Yeah, it's same person there and same person there. I don't know. That archives are currently closed. Check back later. The ancient Death Stallers? Yeah, I mean, it kind of looked like it, but it could just be my mind playing tricks on me. But then again. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I can't get on top of this fucking table. My God. No, I can. Wait, hold on. What? I need to check out Lanalia's journal. No, that's not. Oh, man. I was gonna say, that almost looked like Lanalia's journal, but Lanalia's journal doesn't have anything on the covers. It's just green leather bound or green scale with no design on it. Okay. Then my actual next question is then who I don't believe her journal had any writing or markings on the cover. You're correct, LH. I just had to double check it myself. There's none. Because of the swirls on the top and the bottom, that's making me think Zonai. But something about that center piece is almost thinking maybe a distant land, like maybe where Penn came from, because to my knowledge, Tracy is from here. Tracy is from Hyrule, but Penn, he's from outside the kingdom. Oh. Let's see. Penn is going to be over here at Cass's old retreat, so let's go over there. I don't know, I just found it weird that there was Zonai markings on that book. Yeah, because Tracy is the one that was in charge of the rumor mill in Breath of the Wild, right? Hey, Dobby, can I take a horse? Correct, rumor mill belongs to Tracy. Right. I mean, LH, whether we talk about this on Saturday or not, I do want to try to... Because I know one of the topics we'll talk about is, like, the next game, or the next Zelda game that we hope to have, right? Because I know I've kind of hinted at that in previous DSPs, but when you are ready and know what you want from your next Zelda game, you let me know and we'll make an episode about that. But for me, it goes back to this idea that I ran across to you guys a couple of days ago, and that being the Outsiders. The Outsiders being this group of people in, Tears of the Kingdom that weren't in Hyrule and Breath of the Wild. And yeah, sure, there could be people be like, well, maybe they were in Hyrule, but you didn't see them. I guess we could go that route, that they were in Breath of the Wild the entire time, but they weren't at the same time. Like, I guess we could go that route, but that doesn't make sense. Penn, he already says he's from outside of the kingdom. And he's here because he heard about a wandering bard singing tales about this kingdom. That's Cass. So, like, literally Cass inspired Penn to come to Hyrule. Okay, sure. That then goes into the Trotters, the wandering troop. They're from outside the kingdom as well, 100%. Which it makes me think maybe the Trotters also were inspired by Cass. And if that's the case, the Trotters literally took some kind of land, kind of travel. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but the Trotters could be from either the northern lands or the Western lands. Penn himself could actually be from across the ocean. If not, he's also from the north or he's from the west. I bring this up as a suggestion because if Cass left to spread the song of the champions and of Link to inspire people outside Hyrule, and that's why we have people coming, then yeah, maybe the wandering trotters and Penn came from the same area that Cass went to. Fine. We also have Yona, who came from a different, domain outside of the kingdom, and I'd be willing to believe that Yona and her tribe came from across the Eastern Sea. And that leaves Joshua, of the Sheikah clan at Lookout Landing. And my whole thing is, where the fuck was she in Breath of the Wild? Like, with the other ones, we can chalk it up to Penn, the Trotters, and Yona literally being from other kingdoms or other areas outside Hyrule. Fine, we could leave it to that. Where the fuck does Joshua come from? Because to my knowledge, Sheikah only exist within Hyrule. Because Sheikah are bound to following and protecting the royal family of Hyrule, the goddess bloodline. They are the protectors of Hyrule. So my whole question is, where the fuck does Joshua come into play? Like, seriously. I need to figure this one out because I feel like she's actually Yiga this whole time. If it says that she's a Hylian, but by that denomination she's also a Sheikah, well, there's only two types of fucking factions that are Hylian and Sheikah at the same time, and that's the Sheikah tribe, but also the Yiga clan. And it's really making me think, well, if the Yiga are growing their numbers exponentially at this point, then Joshua is definitely that right hand of Koga. Pakongo is a Sheikah who travels. He wasn't from Kakariko and treated as an outsider, but he's not a Yiga clan, remember? So then there must be a Sheikah around outside of Kakariko and the Yiga. Right. But I mean, Sheikah are from within the borders of Hyrule. And I don't mean just the kingdom, I mean the country as well, right? So that's where I'm getting mixed up, LH. I'm not angry. I know that I sound angry. I'm just very passionate about this of like, I feel like Josh is Yiga this whole time. Because where else are the Sheikah hiding at? If they're not underground like they used to be, if Lantern Lake doesn't have a cave, if there's no actual graveyards anymore, like... Where was she? Ow. That hurt. Got Scooby snacked. But that is true about Pakongo. Like, yeah, he's not a Yiga, he's not an outsider, he is a Sheikah. But Pakongo, I do think, has a at least tie or origin to Kakariko, somewhat. Joshua could be like Dorian, if I'm gonna put it out there as a possibility. Meaning, like, whether people know that she's a Yiga or not, she could technically be a Sheikah because she was Yiga, and she's doing it in disguise at this point. I honestly don't know. Like, I'm kind of in the fence of like, let's go ahead and have a third game. Let's try to fix or solve, I should say, not fix, all these questions we might still have. backfire. Hey, Penn. I thought there'd be at least some clue, but there's nothing. Eh? Hey, Penn, I didn't think I'd be running into you here. Did you hear how well the articles investigating the rumors of Zeraldo did? Apparently, folks really enjoyed them. Yeah, I think they would be revealing the truth behind those stories. We make a great team, though. Yeah, right. Well, maybe it's not my place to say, but I think we made a great team our first time working together, too. That's the right way to look at it anyway. But I'll also say this. On any given story, whoever did the earliest talking with sources probably gets the most credit for wrapping it up. So, which of us was the most helpful one here? We make a great team, dude. Nice of you to keep saying that, but look, you need to see it from this angle. On any given story, whoever got the first questions with our sources, we make a great team, dude. Nice of you to keep saying that, but look, we need to keep... Oh, fuck you, Penn. I want to give it the neutral option each time. I can't pass this if I... Alright, it was thanks to you, Penn. Hey, thanks to me too, eh? Yeah, my zeal behind the truth, behind the story is what got us the answers, that's for sure. Yeah, who are we kidding? We both know that you were the one who did most of the heavy lifting. Oh, without you, I wouldn't have gotten all the facts of the stories. I had to look at myself in the mirror realizing that one. I'll be good for me to relax in this place. A famous bard perfected his craft here studying the songs of this land. Besides, I had to Tracy, she told me to take some time off. I'll stay right here and look out across the land just like that bud. I'll get in touch with my reporting instincts. Then you bet I'll get my talons on a huge scoop that'll knock you flat on your tail feathers, bud. You just wait. Yep. Because, again, maybe Cass went out west, and that's why Penn and the traveling troopers here, because they came from the west. Maybe Yona came from the east. I don't trust Joshua. I really don't trust her. I really don't. I'm sorry. I just don't. I can't. I don't. I won't. Okay, we've got no more of the Lucky Clover potential princess sightings. I still need to do the Amber Dealer. God damn it. I need to go fight that Gleeok to get, a piece of armor, which I'm not going to do right now. So, let's see. We're going to finish up the stables, the memories. Before I do that, I'm going to get one more shrine. So, let's go find a shrine. Let's see. I can't relate. Josh just seems innocent all the time, and that's a really hard act to keep up. I get that. I do. But I feel like, wouldn't that be just perfect, though? Like, what if Koga sent someone, whether to spy or deceive or to backstab or whatever, what if he sent someone that would literally just check all the boxes of, no, this person's all right. Right, but are you sure about that? Like, I know that Koga is a bit of a loose cannon. Okay. A really, really big loose cannon. Don't get me wrong. But what I feel like is the Koga of today is not the same Koga from 100 years ago. It's a completely different dude. So likely whoever Koga's right-hand man was 100 years ago, Suga, is the current Master Koga. Because, there was this idea going around for years, and I kind of still follow it, but it's that Master Koga is not a name, it's a title. So whoever takes up, the moniker of, leader of the Yiga clan is now the new quote-unquote Master Koga, right? And if that's true, I feel like to keep that right hand thing going, why not have the right hand in some kind of disguise? And it would be completely perfect to keep up the whole disguise of, oh, I'm too nice and all this and that. Like, it would be perfect. Especially if she's in charge of the entire underground team. Because that's the next part. Suga wasn't born in the Yiga clan. He was an orphan that Koga took in. He was oppressively serious. Correct. But Suga was the right hand. So I feel like when Koga kicks the bucket, you know, Suga would take over. And become the new quote-unquote Master Koga. When it comes to Jasha, though, she's in charge of the entire Depths research team, right? Koga... Koga was underground for these past few years, right? And it seems like with all those Yiga bases and how much the Yiga has expanded to this point, they found out that Koga was under there, right? She's beloved by her grandparents' generation by Per and Robbie. Don't be telling me that Per and Robbie are the grandparents of Joshua. That would be so. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just personally don't know about her. On one point, yeah, she wasn't in Breath of the Wild, so where the hell was she? So where are all these other, Yiga, LH, do I have to open up, like, the VC so we could discuss this, on VC? Because I really don't know how to, you know what? Give me one moment, everybody. I'm gonna do something real quick. Oh, you know what sucks about this? I might... Game audio. I might either have to kill the game audio, or I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to do... Instead of monitor and output, we're going to put monitor off so only you guys hear the game audio. I will have game audio via the TV. And LH, if you can meet me in... here. Invite to voice. LH. There we go. There we go. Because I sent you the invite, but it's Project Hub. Hey, there he is.
Hello?
Hello. Are you there? Are you there?
Yeah, there's gonna be some loop. There's gonna be some
Oh, okay. May I suggest muting the stream? Because it sounds like we're both coming through.
Yeah. I don't have any headphones.
Oh.
Give me a sec.
Oh, no worries. No worries. Good horse. Good horse. Okay, so there's that tower. But do I really want to get that tower? Yeah, I could. And then stretch it all the way up here. And then get that one, and then just make like some kind of Y silhouette. But why? Oh yeah, we still need an extra. Thought I was about to lose a horse there. Would not be good. Not at all. Very bad. Very, very bad. Oh, you can't actually have the horse get any closer to the chasm. Okay. So, like, there's no way to accidentally have your horse fall into the depths. Oh.
Hello?
Hello? There might be. Maybe I can have my horse go into the depths. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. You'll dare? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, I hear you now.
Okay.
Yes.
So, what's up?
Okay, so about Joshua.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know about her, man.
Poor K.
So, pourquoi? Okay, so I guess my reasoning is, on one hand, yeah, she wasn't in Breath of the Wild. That's like the really simple, cucky answer of being like, oh, well, she wasn't here, so she... I get, yeah, that's the real simple cop-out way, and I'm trying not to go that way. I guess where I'm getting at is, I agree with you that, yes, there definitely 100% could be forms of the Sheikah clan going about traveling, being hidden, and all that. But when it comes to, like, Pakongo, for instance, I feel like he has more or less somewhat of a tie to Kakariko Sheikah Blue, more so than maybe Joshua. Because, to my knowledge, when it came to the Sheikah, they're only found in Hyrule, because they're only meant to protect Goddess Hylia, and by that extent, her bloodline to come. So, the royal family that Princess Zelda and her family are part of. So, my whole thing is, Pakongo I can see being part of this Hyrule Sheikah, because Sheikah are like Hyrule. Unless Joshua was literally hiding within, like, some kind of building in Breath of the Wild the entire time, I don't see her being like a Hyrule Sheikah this whole time. You know, I don't think she's necessarily Sheikah 100%. Don't get me wrong. Yiga are of Sheikah blood. They are Sheikah heritage and all of that. But my whole thing is, I feel like when it comes to Joshua, something with me feels like she's not of actual Sheikah blue. She's not, you know, of the Hylian way. I feel like she might be of the old ways, like Mazcotia, which devolved into the ways of the Yiga today. I know I could also be really freaking wrong, but when Joshua is also, like, you know, the lead of the underground underground research team, and Koga was underground this entire time, and then it seems like the Yiga found out he was underground because, you know, they have bases underground. Koga even has some support in a couple of his battles and encounters when you're in the depths. It feels intentional, because then I have to ask, how is Koga able to read Zonai script? Like, would that be passed off via Joshua? Is she his right hand in command, his spy to go undercover and literally find out about things and then leak it back to the Yiga clan? I these are the answers I ask because I feel like these are the important ones.
I mean, he tells us that he just kept staring at the pages until he worked out what they mean.
It's true, yeah, you ain't wrong with that either.
And, I mean, Toro is able to read Zonai.
Right.
Because he's like a crazy Zonai fanatic, and he's Hylian. He also teaches Paya, who is able to read Zonai. So it's not like you can't read Zonai. It's just a very niche... it's a very niche situation, right? Like it's an ancient dead language.
I feel like because we're still in the field, like, you know, almost 3 years later of trying to understand this, that like compared to the Sheikah language in text where that was figured out like right before the game came out for Breath of the Wild, and we're sitting here like almost 3 years later be like, oh god, this one's actually giving us a run for our money. Like I feel like maybe our group in particular, we all just sit in a white room with white chairs and white tables and all that, and with no sound and really bright light, and just stare at this Zonai script for like hours until one of us like, I got
hey,
it.
if Master Koga can do it, we can do it.
That's exactly right. I just feel like, you know, there's I definitely have to sit down and definitely got to think about it and write this down. But like, when it comes to Joshua, like, there has to be some kind of tie to Koga, because like, I'll throw it into this kind of scenario, right? Like, yes, the Yiga were pissed off, and the Yiga wanted to know where Koga was because of the events that happened in Breath of the Wild. I'll give you that. That's fine. That's what we know. But who of the Yiga clan would have had that simple idea to go underground? Like, how would they even get the inkling of, well, we gotta go underground? And I understand that there's the bottomless hole over there by the Yiga clan base. I get that has not slipped my mind at all. But whether or not that was used to first send the Yiga down to find Koga and make these bases, or not, someone needed to organize this massive group of Yiga clan just going down there quite regularly and making bases, and then, you know, basically expanding their own base somewhat. Something to me feels like someone had to be in charge of that organization and had to know how to get that stuff done to this point. And that's why I'm like, maybe it was Joshua. She's in charge of that whole operation, you know? And I feel like, because, you know, Robbie doesn't give Joshua so much leniency, Robbie is like, oh, well, you can't do this and you can't do that, you need more time and experience and all that. I feel like, yeah, it might be Robbie pulling the whole thing of, I'm more of a seasoned, like, a seasoned researcher, or whatever the hell you want to call it at that point. Sure, I'll chalk it up to that. But what I might also have to say is, because Robbie is so close to Impa, and by that extension Paya, and also Purah, Robbie would have more of a greater importance to protecting the kingdom, like Purah and Impa. So I feel like when it comes to his research of, well, you can't do this yet because you don't have so much experience, I feel like it's not really in the research base of like, yeah, I don't trust you because you haven't done this much, you know, research on it. It's more like, I don't trust you because you say you're of my people, but I've never seen you before. You know?
I got it, and I have to say, with that quote that I sent, that she's beloved by her grandparents' generation, Pura and Robbie are doting on her and like treating her with utmost respect. I can't see them doing that to just anybody. So there's got to be a connection there. She has to have some sort of relationship with them that they just automatically allowed her to be not only like their protege, but like to lead the depths
Right. And
survey team.
And I'm not denying that either. That is very apparent to me too, ever since you brought that to light. That's honestly a thorn to me. It is. Because one side I could say, well, yeah, it's because Pura, Robbie, Impa, Zelda, and Link are like 120 to 121 years old at this point in time. But that wouldn't be suffice. I mean, there is the whole thing that Impa is probably preparing for her own death, and that's why she's exploring one last time. But then you got Pura, who's not losing her marbles due to age because she's fully functional, and then there's Robbie, who's not like nobody in the Sheikah eldership is losing their mind because they. It's very, very, very weird to try to put together, is what I'm going to try to say, you know?
I also want to bring up the fact you were saying earlier the Sheikah live in Hyrule.
Yes.
Yes. Hyrule is their homeland. 10,000 years ago, their tribe was scattered by the king.
Yeah.
Completely scattered. The Yiga clan developed from the militant group who turned against the kingdom that had spurned them.
Right.
Some of the pacifists who banded together founded Kakariko Village as we know it. Two groups is not scattered. Scattering means they went in all directions.
Correct.
So there must be Sheikah outside of those two groups, like Pikango, and likely like Joshua. And I bet you they were living outside of the kingdom of Hyrule and are slowly coming back in now that things are getting a bit better.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that much. I didn't really think about that. I'm gonna be honest, because
That's okay.
Because each time whenever Hyrule quote unquote is in danger, we also gotta take an effect. Oh, okay, so it's this one country, because that's one thing that I often forget, that like when it comes to like 100 years ago, with the Great Calamity, when it came to like even now with the Sheikah and all that, yeah, they literally could have. Their ancestors could have escaped, and now their descendants are trying to come back to, home.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm back home.
And that I can agree with. That, I do often forget, but that would honestly explain it. Maybe even like the wandering troop. Oh my god. Okay, hold on, that just hit me. What if the wandering troop, the guy that leads it with the thin nose and the mustache?
The stable trotters, yeah.
What if the composer is like the son or grandson of Cass's mentor? Because to me,
the court poet.
Exactly, because to me, the stable trotters and Penn also came from outside of Hyrule's borders, maybe a neighboring kingdom or some badlands, wild areas, whatever. But it seems like maybe they were inspired by Cass's wandering, bard ship singing the songs of Hyrule, that they're like, oh, you know what? I've heard of this kingdom. My ancestors been there, whatever it may be. We'll go there. And it's making me think maybe, yeah, the composer is like the descendant of Cass's mentor, who was real soft on Zelda back in the day. I do want to bring this up to you because I just noticed it when I got inside this puzzle sphere. And it's going back to what Zoe was bringing up with the puzzle spheres not too long ago. I do see the similar, like, constellation lines that you see with, like, Sheik Attack and what we saw underground, what we see with the Zonai stuff. Sure. Did you notice Furor's symbol on this ball?
The Furor moon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have, like, the...
Yeah.
It doesn't have, like, the extra, like, crescents off to the right side as it usually would.
Yeah.
But it does have...
Zoe pointed it out. Actually, her and...
Was it Brick?
Who else had asked about it? Might have been Brick or Gabe. One or the other.
Because I
brought it up.
I saw that when it was brought up, and I was trying to understand it at the time of like, oh, well, maybe maybe the cosmos are tied in with courage and all that, similar to what we were talking about of how space could be tied up with wisdom, you know?
Those constellations that you've seen.
Yes.
I was just looking at some of them. Are they the same shapes as the Sheikah ones at all?
Let me go ahead and reposition the puzzle ball. Let's see.
So there's a few of them there. You might need a little more because it looks like some of them are cut off.
Yeah, let me do that. Okay.
Let's see here.
That outer edge is the same 4.
I see the 4, yeah. Keeps repeating. There's a 1 of 3, and then there's another 4, but it does sort of like a hook instead of a W.
Right. Oh.
So it's the same 3 constellations repeated.
Yeah, and that first top line is repeated on the bottom line. Just at a different angle. Because they go up.
Yeah, it is a slightly different angle, yeah.
Slightly different angle, but it seems like the top and the bottom are somewhat the same with the occasional 3 in the middle. So, if we're going to be honest, I think the texture is top, middle, bottom, and then repeated left and right.
Likely, yeah.
That, though, is pretty interesting. It kind of reminds me of maybe 1 or 2 of the Sheik constellations at most. So, Crouching Man, as it's sometimes called, the guy that looks like he's about to jump, looks like the top one, and by that extent, the bottom one. But then there's the threefer of the Sheikah constellations that almost look like an obtuse angle. Maybe it's acute, can't remember. I wasn't really that good with geometry, but that middle one also looks like a Sheikah. So 2 of them to me look like that. That's interesting. Okay, I know that that's supposed to be the sun. I get that. Are these supposed to be clouds?
Yes, there are clouds.
Okay.
Yeah. The funny little lines like that, yeah.
Okay, that... Okay, the sun casting the light on the moon. Oh, and within the ball is shadow. God damn it.
What?
Okay.
What?
The opening of the puzzle ball is the sun, and that's where the daylight comes in. And then the daylight is shining on the moon that's on the back wall.
Uh-huh.
But if the light's not coming in and shining on there, like in the middle of the night like that, then it's shadow, which is the absence of light behind an object. Yeah. I could be looking too much into it, but as a Zelda theorist, that's what we do. That's what we
Yeah.
tend to do. Oh, no! Get back! Oh. So.
What you do?
So. For the lovely people, out there now, my good brother LH, for Saturday, do you wanna give everyone a little bit of a rundown or an idea of what you got in mind or something or
Oh. I don't know.
I don't know.
Ah.
Oh, try not to die.
No. I feel put on the spot and I don't know what to say.
Oh, sorry. That's my bad. That's my bad.
I'm like, oh.
That's my bad. Yeah. Well, I thought I'd ask just get the convo going and get people hyped up for Zeraldo coming up.
We're gonna do DSP 5 live.
DSP 5 live. Yeah, we'll be doing that. I'll be God, let me do this. I'll be casting the pod special live here on Twitch on OGOF Gaming. I was going to ask you, and this is if you're up to it. If not,
I'm gonna try and do it on YouTube so we can have both. I like that idea. Try to get both at the same time.
I was hoping you'd like that idea because I think it would be pretty cool to have like a cross-platform special event like that going on, something like that. Of course, when we're done with it, I'll be going ahead and saving the VOD from like the Twitch side and of course putting it on our playlist and all that, for future use. And if anybody wants to see it from your perspective too, they can as well. I will say this, however, because it is related, and it's related to a post that I put onto YouTube last night. Anybody who saw that post, cool. If you have cracked the code,
the tubies.
If you've cracked the code, awesome. I will not confirm or deny what that means, though. What I mean by that is the post I put, meaning hashtag coming soon. It's time to open your eyes. It's time to awaken. You know what that means. I know what that means. I don't feel at liberty to explain what that means yet, though. But what I will say is it is related to DSP, by like a lot. And I wanted to get your kind of input with that. So the reason why I'm being purposely cryptic is because I don't want to announce anything yet. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay, my lips are sealed.
So
what you talk about, Tony?
I
ain't saying nothing.
Yeah, basically, if I say anything, I think a certain someone might just fly themselves out here and beat both of our asses. Be like, well, you motherfuckers, I told you. Be like, all right. Because then they'd prove themselves to actually be Joe Pesci at that moment. Not because they're short, but because they are very feisty. Anyway, it correlates with DSP, it correlates to last night, but I won't say anything outright. I want to tease everyone with saying that something big's coming up, and it kind of is correlated to our timeline collab as well. Something
kinda, sorta, kinda, maybe.
Something big is going to be happening. I personally don't know when. I know as much as LH knows, and both of us don't really know too much, but I've got a good inkling of where we're going with this. Now, for the lovelies at home that are like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? All what I can actually say right now is you guys are going to have to wait on that. But, because I really want to be careful with how I say this, because I don't want to say something, give it away, and then me getting that message of like, you fucked up there, bud. Like, oh shit.
You're gonna hear a knock at your door, and it's gonna be like,
like, oh no,
Nintendo police, open up!
Oh my god. well, yeah, technically Nintendo police at that point. Holy crap. Like a half an hour away kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, oh man, how do I want to say this? I guess what I want to say is
Like I say, I'm watching the stream as you're going, and I'm like, where the hell did this Sheikah tech come from? And then I've remembered, oh yeah, one of the Skyview towers has a broken piece that you have to find. Sorry, carry on.
No worries, no worries. Oh, I love it. I love it. See, LH, this is why I always tell people, like, whether I'm live or recording something, I always love having someone else with me, bouncing back and forth ideas and topics and such, because I tell you, man, trying to do solo commentary after a while does make you get into your head and be like, yo, I've never been in this part of my brain before. Yeah, basically, to everyone, there's something big coming up. It correlates with DSP. It correlates with our upcoming timeline collab with the Zelda crew. Just something big coming up. Keep your eyes open. Keep your ears open, because it's gonna be
Keep your third eye open.
Exactly. You know what? That's actually spot on with all of that, too. That's very much on topic, LH. Like, I don't think, like...
Oh, God. Sorry, I clicked on something on my phone, and all of a sudden it was just, like, full blast. So I was like,
No, I got you. No worries. Yes. No worries. But yes, with that, I will also say you guys can catch us on DSP5 Alive, or however it's gonna be so fun.
I liked the way I spelled it earlier. It was DSP numeral 5 IVE and then alive.
That one, yes. I might have that possibly be the title. because when we do that, I'm not gonna lie, I know that you and I are definitely gonna be doing like the whole, like, just deeper diving into Zelda topics and all that at the same point. The live episode might also be the one that I personally boot up the games at the same time. And if we need to, by chance, go to an area in one of the games, I'll load it up and we do that. Because
okay.
Currently, today's mission objective, is another one that I thought of at the last freaking moment. So that's why we're now doing this column of map. Because I originally was having the map in a pseudo Skyward kind of thing, which would have meant Ancient Faron was East Faron, East Necluda, Ancient Eldin could have formed into North Central Hyrule at that point, all that. I don't know, that's how I was kicking off this run, but today's mission objective is another, like, off the top of the head, so that's why we finished up Penn and Tracy's stable quests. That's why we're going to be getting this last memory. We might get the Master Sword.
The last melon.
The last melon? What?
Dude, Ice Age.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I
The Last Melon.
haven't watched that in so freaking like that was Ice Age 1, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh
The
god.
dodos, man.
Yeah. Oh god, I haven't watched that so long. Mrs. Oaf says
If you weren't smart enough to plan ahead, then doom on you. Doom on
doom
you.
on you,
Doom
doom on you. And then there's that freaking theory that fans were pushing, like, oh, did you guys know that they actually showed the next Ice Age movies within the first one because they showed like
Yes.
the
Yes,
dinosaur,
in
the
the
UFO,
ice.
yeah,
In
exactly.
the ice.
And then you're sitting here
It's
like,
right
no
there.
way. Mrs. Oaf put in the chat, USA versus Canada women's hockey gold medal game is about to go into overtime. Oh.
Overtime.
Oh, what's the score, dear? I think she's checking right now. The U.S. was getting their asses kicked last night by Great Britain in the goddamn curling.
By Great Britain.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. They were in the third of 10th. I think it was third round out of 10, and
Okay.
the U.S. had zip, so they were absolutely flat broke on points. And mind you, this is the third of 10 for a whole game of fucking curling, mind you. Great Britain was at 6. I was just kind of like, whoa.
Interesting.
Time to do this shrine.
Which shrine? You're gonna do the middle shrine?
The Wrist Peninsula, yay.
Yes.
What one is
Why
this?
is it called wrist?
That, that is a good question, because I've also had that kind of thought for a while.
What is its etymology?
That, exactly. Over the years when it comes to Zelda games, trying to understand, like, where certain names came from has always been fun. We also, we have Owlin Bridge, which is after Professor Owlin, Gleeok Bridge, which is after, a Gleeok. There's men or women's curling. It was the last night one. I don't know which one it was. The missus says 1-1, U.S. tied it with 2 minutes, 4 seconds left in the third. Jesus Christ! So that's why we're in OT. Got it. They both played last night. I don't know. You'd have to ask Mod here.
Oh my god.
What's up?
So, wrist is an anagram of stir,
Yeah.
as in like a swirl. Okay, you're stirring, you're swirling. Its Japanese name is makyozu, which is an anagram of uzumaki, which means swirl. It is the Swirl Peninsula.
I love that. I love that. We're looking for an answer, and then it just kind of...
And it's an anagram of the word for swirl, which means it falls in line with all of the Zonai stuff, because Zonai is an anagram of Nazo, which means mystery.
We just went full circle once again with this game. Holy crap.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I can't believe it.
So...
I can't believe it.
So, then, if it literally means swirl peninsula, because when you said Uzumaki, I'm like, oh, Naruto. But then there's the whole nine-tailed seal on his stomach, which is literally a swirl almost akin to the Zonai, stuff. And Swirl Peninsula. God dang.
Swirl or spiral, yeah. That's literally what the word means.
So, I guess I'll start this off with a comment. I've seen over the years that a lot of people have said maybe, because you know me, I'm not really in the field of like, oh, adult timeline, child timeline, downfall timeline turns into this game. I've been leaning towards the downfall with what you've been showing me. Originally, I was child timeline, but I'm still technically in the field of it's all three converged by some point prior. And following along those lines, I have seen some people talking about that same mindset now, where trying to understand how certain aspects have been crossed over time, and like the incursions from Marvel comes into play, where certain characters have met their alternate selves, have to kill them off, and then worlds collide, merging into a new Earth, all of that. In a similar aspect, maybe Hyrule did. And when it came to the Akala region, or Akala, however you want to say it, and the Citadel, I've been seeing some things that the Citadel could have been either A, the old Tower of the Gods, or B, it could have been the old Spirit Tower from Spirit Tracks, meaning that Akala could be New Hyrule. If that's the case, we could say maybe Central Hyrule proper was the old Great Sea, if that's the case for adult timeline. The neighboring sea was probably parts of Lanayru, South Akla, and parts of Eldin, and then the neighboring kingdom that becomes New Hyrule is Akla proper. Because there's something very regal about this area that, if I might mention, did we have any missions in Akla in Age of Imprisonment?
No.
No?
No.
But it's on the map.
Well, yes. But we don't go to it.
Right. And with the amount of Sky Era ruins, because of course it has that leaf pinwheel from Skyview Temple and Faron of the old past.
Yes.
I don't.
Hello?
My brain is melting. I'm trying to make sense of something that I can't make sense of right now because I don't have the clues yet. That's my bad.
I see.
I almost thought maybe this could be New Hyrule. Maybe not. If it, I don't know. Anyway, let's get this last memory. Ding.
Ding. Ding, fries are done.
I knew you were gonna do that too. Making frame God damn it. I can't actually remember the words, but
Anyway, this is a very serious memory. I'm getting into the mindset.
Was that the sword that seals
did you notice the holes this time? Because I tried to show you it before, but
against my
it
power
was a superimposed
cannot
image.
save you from
Highly fucking edited.
The sword
Ganondorf,
The holes on his body, yes.
he's got holes on his stomach. He's got holes on his chest. He's got holes on his arms and in his palms.
After all, you possess more than power.
He's a holy man.
You have a sacred power that can dispel evil.
Originally,
To swallow a secret stone is
maybe
to become an immortal
I
dragon.
was in the mindset
One
that the
blessed
holes
with eternal
represented,
life.
like, Rauru had to put him back down. He had to seal him again, right?
Minoru,
I don't think
I'm
that's the
counting on you.
case. I think those holes are literally the malice from where they escaped from.
Okay. Little corrosion, a little
Yeah.
flesh bursting action.
Link, I will restore.
I
the Master
guess
Sword for
another
you.
thing I want to bring up
I will
is
care for it until the time comes.
soul separation. I
will
know that
pour my sacred
Minoru
power into it.
literally
It
separates her
will
spirit from
be the
her
weapon
body.
that defeats the
And her
Demon
body
King.
is literally
Yes.
an empty husk.
He is.
That's
It's
akin to feed.
it's like
To become an immortal dragon
it's like astral
is
projection.
to lose
Right.
oneself.
Yeah.
But
And yeah, Fi does the same thing. She pops out of the sword and can do whatever and blah blah blah, and then she goes back in. Well, she's the spirit of the sword, so her body is the sword, and she can hop out of it.
right.
Yeah.
And originally I was thinking maybe the monks were showing a very similar thing in Breath of the Wild, but that could be a different form of it. Maybe?
The monks seem to just kind of hold themselves in a stasis, and then once they've completed their task, they just fade. They just turn to dust. Spirit dust, but dust.
And that's the thing. If that's not soul separation, but maybe a byproduct of it, like the final form of soul separation, where you give not just your soul but your spirit, then your physical form fades away. Maybe similar to the path of enlightenment and multiple chakras. What if spirit orbs, that form of soul separation, is the final form of soul separation? So, like, you know that you're either about to pass, or you know that this is a highly enlightened kind of thing you must do, which means you're going to pass away. Almost similar to draconification in a ways. Like, I still don't. I
don't know.
I still don't have a good way of trying to explain that one. It's very like you know me. When it comes to my theories and when it comes to my questions on the Zelda mythos, I'm not like many others who are asking a lot of the questions that have been asked before. I'm that guy who's always asking these questions about like smaller details that, you know, often get overlooked, but then when you stop and think about it, be like, wait, hold on, that daisy chains into something bigger. But you ready to pull the sword?
Do the sword.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Man, look at all that silent princess.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
She just grows them like weeds.
Let's do this and this and this. Now let's go ahead and... So the best way I know how to do this is making sure that I have steering stick good, I have cart good, wing good, I have fans good, and I have batteries. I have everything I need.
Okay.
But before we do that, I'm going to prep by doing something a bit extra.
Extra?
Oh, I have a bunch of zonite.
Are you gonna get some batteries?
Oh, I wouldn't say I'm going to get... Oh, well, yeah, that's exactly... I wasn't thinking of, like, the because when you think batteries... Dang it, yeah, I'm going to be doing that.
Well, you gotta get the crystallized charge so that you can get the batteries.
Take all of those.
So you gotta go to the energy cells.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Okay.
That, yeah.
Yeah. Battery. They're fucking battery, man.
Yeah, they are. They are. They fucking are. Oh, so going back to that soul separation thing. This is along the lines of it, and I've always been bad at trying to talk about this one. But when it comes to like the champions, for instance, something about Daruk saying, "A portion of my soul will forever be within you," and this is how you get Daruk's protection. You know, obviously paraphrased pretty poorly.
Yeah.
But each of the 4 champions' descendants, each of the 4 champions go ahead and, you know, literally share a portion of their souls within Link. So then he can, you know...
Do the thing. Yes.
So he could use their power... Jesus Christ. Wait. Canada won?
No.
US won?
Women win. They got the gold.
I'm so sorry you had to hear about it this way,
Sorry,
LH. Ugh.
I am devastated. My disappointment is immeasurable.
Okay, can I just say this because I still find it funny. As a U.S. citizen, even though I don't really care much about sport ball, this family has been more in tune with hockey than any other goddamn sport. And then I hear from you be like, "Yeah, I'm Canadian. I don't really care about hockey that much." I'm like, "What?" but
well,
you know.
Well, you know.
And plus, I'm not that big of a sport ball fan anyway. I do have teams that I like, but I'll only really root for them if I know that they're doing good. Otherwise, I'll just be like, "Oh, okay, well, it's whatever." But what was I getting at? Yes, crystallized charges, spirit batteries, and all that. When it comes to the soul separation, as Daruk said, that, you know, a portion of myself is in you. There you go. So when it comes to that, I believe that he was being quite literal. Yes, the champions and King Rome go ahead and fade away and disappear to symbolize that they are now forever gone and passed away. And in that same retrospect, Link loses that connection to the champions and their abilities, further signaling that their souls have finally passed. Because if we could still use their sage abilities now, that means a portion of them are still within us. So, knowing this, because in the same retrospect, their descendants do a very similar kind of thing when they give us their sage, you know, spirit apparitions to help us out throughout this game, right? When it comes to Age of Calamity, when the Malice shoots forth and follows Terrico into the now offshoot timeline that is Age of Calamity, that Malice is a hive mind and is of a great collective of one source. Fine. but that also means it already has a portion of the dead champions and likely of the fallen hero, because you don't go to a shrine of resurrection to be put into a coma. Resurrection means you have to come back to fucking life, doesn't it? And I'm sorry to sound so vocal, but underneath the Shrine of Resurrection was a hot spring this whole time, but underneath that, in the depths, was the quote-unquote Spring of Revival. I'm sorry, but if you're dead and you need to be brought back, you're going to be revived. So, I know I could be, maybe not interpreting this correctly, but something to me always kind of sat kind of ill with that of, he was dead then. He had to have died when he protected her, and then she stepped forth to protect it. He had to have died.
Or got as close to death as possible.
Right. And,
like the Verge.
And with courage being so closely connected to spirits and souls, the whole spirit tech aspect really just kind of... I guess what I was trying to get along with this before I completely lose my train of thought, sadly, is when it comes to Age of Calamity and the Hollows, I feel like those Hollows have a portion of the dead champions and even of Link himself, like a portion of their souls from the main existence, right? So then when Age of Calamity happens, because of this malice following Terrico, I feel like that malice had a portion of their souls, their spirits, their essence. Similar to like an Echo or a Dark Echo.
The echoes, man.
Like, again, sorry to trail off like that, like I normally do. But when it comes to topics like these, I don't know if it's apparent, but I really, really, really want to try to go over topics like those, but often I don't have them really well written out or thought out yet, but it's like top of the mind, I need to get it out kind of thing, and it usually sounds like bleh.
Bleh. Words.
But yeah, my bad about that.
It's all good.
How are you?
I'm okay.
So, what are you currently doing in Hyrule?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't split my my attention that much.
You're not alone. You're not fucking alone on that at all, dude. Like, me trying to do multiple things at once does take a great deal of concentration. I fail quite a bit at times. We have to hunt down Zeraldo. That's right.
Hunt down Zelda.
Her entire pet. This is the interesting thing of after you get this final tier and have to try to find her. Like, she's already lowered her elevation at this point. She's no longer as high as she was. She's now lower.
Did you speak to the Deku Tree yet?
I tried to go against Phantom Ganon like a couple of days. Well, not a couple of days ago. It was a few days ago. And I did terribly. And I was thinking, maybe I'll get the Master Sword and then do that, because at that point I'll be able to kick his ass a little bit better. Not too well.
I see.
So let's...
Because he'll when you talk to him, after you defeat Phantom Ganon, it'll give you her location.
Yeah.
Like, as a trackable
That
as a trackable quest icon.
That I honestly forgot because I was trying to go based on the map that fans made years ago of like, oh, here's her entire rotation of
Here's
the
her
entire
flight
map.
path.
Yeah, exactly, the flight path.
Yeah.
And what sucks about that is often at times I'll see her when I'm on the ground and I'll be like, oh well, I could try to take this nearby tower, but I'm not going to be able to get to her in time, so why don't I go to a nearby Sky Island? And by the time I get to that Sky Island, she's not in the sky anymore. And what I'm realizing is she's not in the sky anymore, and it just happened again. So I should do that. Let me go ahead and get to the shrine. Because I also have each shrine for each major settlement and location, but haven't talked to any of their leaders yet.
I see.
This is going to be brutal. Okay, so I've got attack up for 2.5 minutes. Crap. I can get 1 more heart, but if I do 3 more shrines, I can get 2 hearts. And the only attack up stuff I have is in cold or hot weather. So that Ghost, lay down. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man.
It's all good. I got cats. I know what it's like.
I've had cats all my life, and when it comes to the other 4, Mama Kitty, her daughters, Tyrone, Bezos, and Smokey, I've seen them in heat and all that. They weren't like this though. This is like, my God. Fun fact I found out last week or earlier this week. Wait, what?
Yeah.
No. Oh, I was going to show you
What did you do?
So, in one of the VODs when we actually came here a few days ago, I tried to light the cooking pot within the Great Deku Tree, and it actually wouldn't light, and now it is.
It wouldn't light.
Yeah.
But now it is. Well, that's good.
A speed up spim. Do we do 3 more shrines, or do we just fucking...
Just use the avatars.
The avatars. What?
The sage, the vows.
Oh yeah.
Make sure that they're all active.
Yeah.
Make sure you got a good bow.
The sage vows of the sages I haven't even spoken to.
Oh shit.
I literally just said I literally just
That's
said
right.
I got the shrines for each of I got the shrines from each of the major settlements and I haven't talked to their leaders.
Here it was. I was like, man, how did you get the sages without talking to the elders?
That's so nuts. I'm gonna have to try that sometime. Anyway, activate your sage's vows. Yeah, so about that.
Shit, goddamn.
Oh shit, goddamn.
What do you have for weapons?
I have a Gibdo club, which is a Bokoblin arm and Gibdo bone. I've got a Farash Reaper, which is a soldier's broadsword clean from the depths, and Farash's horn. A Black Lizzle Reaper at 33, a Black Lizzle Reaper at 31, 2 Star Fragment rods, even though I've barely even used them in my depth exploration. A Fire Breath Lizzle Blade, a Stalnox Pulverizer in my hands right now with an attack up +8, so going up to a 49, and then a Black Boko Spear at 21. So not really a lot of good stuff to use.
And what about bows?
What
do you got for bow?
2 basic construct bows at 5, a Lizzle at 14, 2 dragon bows at 24, and 31 arrows.
Okay, well, Use one of the dragon bone ones, because at least your attack will be higher
Mm-hmm.
if you have to use arrows.
I'm using my radiant shield as well.
Yes.
I'm definitely gonna probably eat the mighty simmered fruit when we get down there. The thing is, though, if I do this, I could either A, go straight down there and fight him, like we're planning to do right now, or B, and hear me out on this, we do 3 shrines to get 2 extra hearts, and while we do that, we try to get armor with attack up buffs, right? So...
Like the barbarian armor?
Let me go to my quests. I have, if this will help, Misko's Treasure of the Fierce Deity, Misko's Treasure of Awakening 1, which I'm not doing because fuck that goddamn Gleeok. So, we could technically go ahead and get the Fierce Deity armor. See if that'll help. What say you, my dude, as I tag you on Twitch because I forgot to do that?
What does it do? It does. Yeah, I guess it gives an attack up.
Right.
Do the deity.
Uh-oh. Running out of character spaces. Can't tag
Running
there.
out of characters.
Dude.
Man, it's already after 4 o'clock. Kayla's gonna be home soon.
Yeah, I just noticed that too. Holy crap. Well, Fierce Deity armor.
And I'm also hungry as hell. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. Red Crown Citadel, so that's the Aklos Citadel. We gotta go through that. The Left Eye, that's the
Red
Skull
Crown.
Lake. Old Stump in
Yeah.
Hyrule Field. Calamo?
Yes.
Alright, let's head over there, because I've
He
been
is
there.
He is in the ancient tree stump. I can't believe it.
He is the ancient... but...
Oh my god. No, I was talking about the armor.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what's funny about that though, as I've brought up to you, and I know that we don't really have an actual definitive answer, until we get something from Zelda Team, even though that's not going to happen. I want to personally believe that Calamo is Great Deku Tree of Time, Great Deku Tree 1. And now realizing that a piece of Fierce Deity armor is within Calamo, and the Hero of Time went down a tree stump to get to turn, like, all of that kind of fits right there, you know? Even if I give the location of like Hyrule from Ocarina of Time and all that, let's say that this was Kokiri Woods, the Giant's Forest, then that could mean that the old Hyrule Garrison ruins and Exchange ruins could have been the old Forest Temple. I know it's a bit of a stretch, but it's immediately what came to mind. What's your take on it, LH?
I don't know.
Huh.
Oh, there's a Korok.
Yeah, it's a Korok.
Don't fall off.
Alright, I already got
Also,
the bubble frog.
This is a Korok.
Yes, this is a Korok too. Oh man. Oh man.
This is a Korok. This is a Korok. This is Korok.
You could get with this, or you could get with that. Okay, I'll run this one by you then, because I know I'm still working on it. Calamo and the Ancient Koroks. Did
Yes.
they, or could they have originated underground?
Mm.
Granted, we don't see Koroks.
Why?
We don't see Koroks underground in Tears of the Kingdom at all.
Except for a couple of them.
There's Koroks underground?
If you drop down the...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I get what
You
you
drop
mean.
down the chasm on the way to the Lost Woods.
Yeah.
There's like 3 or 4 of them because they're like, we're trying to get home and we can't get through the fog.
Yeah, okay. Because that's
so they try to
within-
get there. They try to get there from underneath, and they're like, we have no way to go back.
Well, that's the thing. I've been in the Korok Grove, and they're not down there yet. I think that's only after you help the Great Deku Tree and the Koroks break free of their what do you call it? Gloom, I guess you could call it. Malice.
Well, you got to drop in specifically through that one.
Right, and that's the thing. Like
on the way, like so you'd have to do it now.
Oh,
if you wanted to find them down there.
So is it Lake Saria then? Because I know that there's one right here. Oh no, it's not Lake Saria.
No, it's no. It looks like you've got it marked there. It's the little star next to Minshi Grove.
Little star next to Minshi Grove. Minshi Grove, little star. Oh, not up there, down here.
Up.
Minshi.
Minshi is woodland stable area. Military training camp.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The chasm, it's on the road.
Yeah, right there. Okay.
It's good. See? Minshi Grove, Minshi Woods Chasm. That's the one.
Oh, but I've been down there. I didn't see them.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of them on the road to Korok Grove.
Well, what I mean by Koroks being underground, though, is like not in that instance of them falling underground and coming from Korok Woods. The possibility of maybe Calamo's ancestors, I guess you could say, or even Calamo and his brothers themselves. I guess what I'm getting at is they were the ones that originated underground, right? The reason why I bring this up is there's a whole bunch of those face trees underground in the Korok Grove.
The ogre trees, yeah.
And they have the same kind of wood that you would see on those giant ancient roots underground, almost like they're fossilized or completely petrified. If that's possible, then I know that those trees sometimes come from Koroks, as it's been stated in the game, right? So, with how the Great Deku Tree on the surface now matches up to that giant stump underground, there's one thing I've noticed, though, that giant stump is not connected to him. It's connected to that chamber underneath him that you have to fight Phantom Ganon, but something about that giant stump, all of those old petrified trees and the Koroks themselves, something to me is possibly saying maybe the Koroks dwelled underground before they came to the surface. Like, maybe they originated underground.
Very curious.
Your take on that, my guy?
Well, maybe? I know Calamo specifically says that Koroks are born in the Korok Forest. He points out like that it's a sacred place and that's where they come from. And then they go out and they plant roots and grow more forests around them.
Right.
So the way he tells it, they all come from the woods on the surface. That doesn't mean that they couldn't have come from underground, like further back.
Right.
But like he came from the Korok forest. Him,
Right.
his brothers, they're from the surface.
And
As to how he got into the depths, though, to find the night construct is another matter. Because he says, like, there I was, going into the deepest, darkest cave you've ever laid eyes on, and then it's like, where was this cave? Was it like? It had to have been a chasm of some kind, because he's down in the depths.
correct. And
But yeah, weird.
That is, yeah, it is. It, especially when I'm being like, oh, it's the deepest, darkest chasm. There's a couple of contenders that could fall for that, right? There's obviously Why is my flight inverted? What the hell? Down shouldn't be up. No, not invert.
Up, down, left, right.
Why is my up down? I guess that's not inverted. I guess that's default, which default isn't anyway. God, I can't believe I forgot what I was gonna say. No.
And ring is about.
Yeah. Yeah. It just went kaput. When it comes to, God, no, because I can't say that because we already know which Korok forest they're talking about in that game because it's like the same Korok.
Yeah, it's the one right there with the woods and the forest on the surface.
Right.
And
so, oh no, I was talking about the chasms. Okay, sorry about that. That is my bad. So, deepest, darkest chasms. Could we, I guess to start this off, would we be able to say that the chasms that we see in Tears of the Kingdom are the same chasms from Age of Imprisonment?
Some of them are.
Break it down for me, to quote Vin Diesel.
Tobio's Hollow.
Uh-huh.
The one that the Night Construct and Calamo open up at Elma Knolls. And the Hyrule Castle Chasm. Not that it had Hyrule Castle there yet, but
right.
You know what I mean. There should actually be another one because there's a whole other spot of the depths, like under Satori Mountain, that they have in Age of Imprisonment. But we don't see like which chasm they go through to get there.
Uh-huh.
It just missions open up there and suddenly there's like, oh, here's some more things to do over here, and it's like, oh, okay.
So,
But I have to look on my completed file to see like what would even be over there.
And with Elma Knolls being so frickin' far to the north.
That's where he opens it up and they go down and then yeah. That's where they go. That's what they do.
Would I probably shouldn't respond to that till after stream. I just saw what was posted and I'm like, oh no.
What was posted? I didn't see nothing. What are you talking about?
when it comes to that whole thing of Calamo finding Akka in the same site that Rauru and Minaru investigated with Zelda,
Hmm.
in the game, it shows Calamo waking up Akka before they get to that site.
Yes.
But memory-wise, through the events in the game, I might be wrong on this. I might be super goddamn wrong on this. Was Akka actually there already and not woken up when they investigated, or was he already woken up?
No, when they first get there, there is one that's already empty.
Okay, so that's Akka. So that means Calamo did get down there, and it's the same 3 Triforce looking door. So if that site in that mission contains the Room of Awakening, which could be possible, I have no evidence of that, but knowing how the Room of Awakening looks and how similar it is to the Temple of Time, could the Room of Awakening originated at that same area with all those robots? And if so, I'd be willing to say that site where the Room of Awakening and the robots were might have actually been, and I know that we have to go to Tobio's Hollow to do this. I was going to say maybe it was that chunk of the Great Plateau that's missing, but maybe not. Maybe it was,
No. The overall outline of the map and just the fact that Tobio's Hollow is the access point kind of just screams Construct Factory.
Yeah. That
it's that hidden chamber is somewhere around the Construct Factory. It definitely doesn't exist in the present day. It's completely buried and gone.
Right.
But that would be the area where it would have existed.
What about, what if that is not only the case, but as you, myself, and our good friend Zoey the Dream Shrine have discussed, that maybe the Construct Factory was connected to Spirit Temple this whole time, and that if that's the case, we had some kind of road facility or some kind of building that connected the two, you know? Because what we have now is like this empty looking road kind of thing going between the Construct
with little stations.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm almost willing to believe then, because of how that map was with the 3-circle Triforce door and where Akka was and all that, given the location, that's it. Given the frickin' location, that's it. And now I'm thinking about it more. Isn't there a ruined staircase in front of the Spirit Temple?
Yes.
So what if that is it? What if that mission in Age of Imprisonment, when you go underground with Minaru and Rauru, what if that's it? What if that map, that building or structure that you go to is literally the connection between Spirit Temple and Construct Factory?
Maybe. Hang on. Somebody's knocking on my door.
Oh, no worries. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. God damn it. You know, if Ozzy was still alive, I think Ozzy could actually be a good Axl Rose replacement for goddamn Guns N' Roses. There you go. Uh-oh. And scoop. Oh. Oh, did we get it? Did we get it? I think we got it. Oh no, hold on. We almost had it. Loop back, and now fall into the hole. Now we got it. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. We offer this light that will cleanse you of evil. Oh yeah? Oh yeah. Didn't mean to go into full butthead from fucking Beavis Butthead. Be like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
I swear, each time neighbor lady starts up her car, it sounds like an angry, angry fart. Each fucking time. I'm like, damn, you gotta get your muffler checked. Alright, Fierce Deity Armor number 2. The left eye of Skull Lake, so this one. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it, I don't got no rocket shield. Rocket shield mortgage. Fuck out of here with that. Okay. I think I got something here. We're gonna put you here in the center. Put you here. And there. Very good. And again, with you. There you go. Merge the wood into the balloon basket. And then hit it with goddamn fire. But reposition it first. There you go. There you go.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yes, Kay is home. So I'm gonna head out.
Hey, no worries, my dude. No worries. Always glad to have you, my dude.
Yeah, it's all good.
Hey,
Thank you for having me.
Hey, no worries. I will catch you and all the lovelies for our live DSP on Saturday. And I will catch more of you later on, my dude.
All right.
All right. Peace
Thanks.
out, LH.
Have fun. Peace.
Oh, no worries. Everyone, that was my wonderful friend and excellent partner in research, the one and only Lowrolian historian himself. Go ahead and follow him on YouTube. Give him a sub. Give him a wave. Be like, hey, yeah, the Oaf sent me. And then just go ahead and give him some love because LH is an absolute fucking stellar human being. Happy to have him as a friend and someone I'm very much glad to call part of my family and a brother of mine. Let's see, can I even get up here? I'm gonna die. Just, I'm gonna die. Let's not. Okay. Well. Oh, of course. Of course, the simplest fucking solution was in front of me this whole time. Damn it! Son of a bitch. Ah, you fucking raggedy ass motherfucker. Motherfucker. Uh-oh. Here comes the lightning. Here comes the thunder. Krakatoa! No. Take out device. Pick up. Put down. No. There you go. There you go. Up we go. Perfect, perfect. Go this way. Just saw a piece of fucking Skyfall. Skyfall. God damn it. No, not that Skyfall. Fuck me. No. Oh, wait, hoverstones. Do you have rockets to make this easier? No? Just hoverstones? Nothing else? Really? Yeah, I guess I could work with that. Sure. Better than nothing, I guess. But you all the way the fuck out there. This one goes here. There you go. Now move this over there. And now move this one over here. And then move this. Jesus fucking Christ. All this for fierce deity armor. So then I kick Ganondorf's fucking wrinkly ballsack looking ghost face. Why? See, motherfucker. I say this though, the hoverstone method really fucking doing wonders here. Pretty fucking well, I will say that. Stuff says, Ma ordered an extra large pizza from... Oh, alright. Thanks, Ma. What, she just texted you? Oh! Fuck balls. Jack balls! Okay, Penn. Jack balls! Frog. I am the frog man. I have the frog plan. That's the group chat. Oh, okay. Oh no, the group chat leaked. Skull Lake Cave. Skullosaurus. No, no, not that Skull Lake. I mean Skull Cave. I mean. Oh boy. Oh boy. Homely bomely asses. Nope, nope, I don't want to fight you. Bitch boy and the bitch boy crew. I've got no goddamn clubs or nothing. Got it. Sure. That's fine. Just go blasting instead. Oh no, motherfucker. Homely bomely asses. A homely bonely. Homely bone. And Fierce Deity piece. Fierce Deity mask. Hooray. What, do you want a cookie now? Yes, please. Oh, come on. Find that bubble frog, you son of a bitch. There. Aha. You're mine now, fucker. Thank you for your gem and your patronage. Okay, now we get the fuck out of here. Because the last one is within the Citadel. Great. Fucking great. So we'll go here. Oh, my back! Ooh. Yeah, I didn't get notified about the group chat for some reason. Alright. Nope, that's Death Mountain, not up there. Up there. To Akala, whatever you want to call it, Citadel. Citadelio. Alright, into the Citadel room. Oh, you know what I could do at that point? Hold on. I can do this, 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 this. There you go. Now I can listen to the game audio through my headphones again. Which probably doesn't sound like any change to you guys, but trust me, it's a huge fucking change for me. Oh, how did I fucking dodge that? Bet you won't come in here, pussy. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Ignoramus. Ignoramus. What the fuck? Ignoramus. Ignoramus? No, ignoramus and trying to do asshole, ignoramus, and lame. Oh no. Oh, fuck. It saw me. Eek, eek, eek. What are you, a monkey? What are you, man or mouse? And then it's a horse. Alright, so that's been blasted open. You guys don't have Misko's treasure with you. This is some other fucking thing entirely. I love how it didn't actually show what it was going. What? No. I didn't want to be on top of the fucking Citadel. You fucking dink. Okay, bro, why you gotta be a chud? No, it's not that one. It's up there. God damn it. Can you stop throwing rocks at my ass? I don't need rock ass. Have you ever had rocks in your ass? It's pretty painful. I'm not speaking from experience, mind you. I'm just saying, like, it would sound pretty fucking painful if you had rocks in your ass. Oh, is that where the term butt rock came from? No, god damn it. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog and I like butt rock. Fuck you, Horriblin. Scooping me with your goddamn extra long stick. Let's continue. Oh, you piece of fucking bullshit. Oh, it saved me within the bubble frog layer. Got it. Okay, Miska's hidden treasure. I'd actually be surprised if it's by defeating the Horriblins. Maybe it's not. What? How did I Yamcha? How the fuck did I go full Yamcha? What the fuck? What hit me? Akla's Red Crown Citadel. Oh. It is on the fucking top. Yep. It's gonna be up here instead. Damn it. Oh, where the tower was. Yep. Because there's also a Gleeok not too far from this location, and I'm not too happy about that. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh boy, Phantasma. So fantastic. No, no. I win. Piece of booty meat. Red Crown Citadel. Well, it would be this, wouldn't it? Or is it not? A prone pathway. There you go. Oh, okay. Puzzle box time. Got it. This. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, you dick weasel. Well, that just fucking happened, I guess. Your construct bow is badly damaged. Uh-huh. Thank you for that. There you go. Yeah, I see where I fucked up here. And how I can unfuck it. Fuck it or cluck it. No. No. There you go. And that's another shrine done. You make it look too easy, it's not really that hard. Oh boy. Red Crown Citadel makes me think, yeah, it's this one. It's Aquila Citadel. Not just because the name's Citadel, but there's a lot of red rock and red leaves. Red Crown Citadel. Well, you need to make sure you look for the Misco markings, which there's no Misco markings out here. So I should probably head back into the Citadel. Damn it. Bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. If I gotta fight the Gliok, though, fuck that. Seriously. Do. If I gotta fight all the Horriblins, I can kind of see that being the case. But I don't think it's that. I think it's a completely different wind condition. Wind conditions, like this is fucking Magic the Gathering or Pokemon or something. There's a chest there, but I don't think it's that one. Oh, no. It's down there. There you go. Nope, soldier's broadsword halberd. The fuck? What in the hell in hootenanny? Farash Reaper. Why not? Your fucking construct bow broke. Huh? I'm aware of this. Beep. Beep. Oh, you're dead. Look like some deranged fucking Muppets. There you go. Ooh! Yeah! It's gotta be that, then. That's gotta be it. No, it's not. Okay, Fierce Deity, where the fuck are you? Like, I'm missing the chest piece. Like the torso. Where the fuck are you? Because I'm not seeing any bombable walls. Not seeing any extra paths that we could take. It's all the same fucking paths, which is pretty underwhelming. Like, when it comes to this whole Oculus Citadel cave, it's very underwhelming and disappointing, to be honest. Okay, so where do I need to go to get that goddamn... Because I was thinking it was up here. Only one way of actually finding out, and that's if we find Misko's... Oh, hold on. Hey! There we go. Ruined Summit Cave. That's what it was. The summit being the crown and all that. Yeah, there you go. There's a bubble frog inside of this one, isn't there? There has to be. Now we need to find the bubble frog inside of here. Yep. Something was screaming that that was the fucking way. This is the way. God damn it. Alright, so now we can exit. Cave is done. We've got the entire Fierce Deity armor set. I guess we could try to fight Phantom Ganon inside the goddamn Korok Forest, but let's get one more shrine. Just for safety. Just to be safe, you know? Excuse the fuck out of me. Trying to find light routes that we don't have via shrines, and I think we'll do this one. Which means we'll go to the underground. Make it easier. Oh, my butt! Oh, sore. Yeah, I'll make your ass sore. Fuck. Alright. Take this ancient elevator pillar. Pillavator. But no. Go. Onwards with the show. Oh, damn it. I thought you could sneak past us. Did you? Come out front. Let's settle this. I thought I already got you guys out. I guess not. There's no limb. Fierce Deity set. First fucking usage here. God damn. Oh! I did not think I'd dodge that in time. Yeah, little dudes don't have as much health as the big dudes. Open up that chest. Don't know why I didn't do that before. Travel medallion prototype. You're telling me when I originally came here, I skipped past the travel medallion that whole fucking time? That's kind of maddening. I'm not gonna lie. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Okay. Memory serves me right. We need to find a cave. Nope, it's on the beach. Never mind. Thought it was a cave. Oop. There you go. Oh boy. Flotational brilliance. Okay. Oh yeah, it's this one. Okay. All right, I know what this is. Bring that, and then oh well, no, you need a down, up. Son of a fucking bitch. Up you go. Boing. There you go. And then we need to grab the ball again. Flotational brilliance. Nice. Should be another ball around here somewhere. Yep, 2 balls right here in the corner pocket. Do we have to make another dick ship? Not necessarily a dick ship, but it's definitely gonna be some kind of stick or flat fucking, long thing with 2 orbs on the sides. So it's not necessarily a dick ship, but it's close. Onwards. Oop. Done. All right. That's I think that's the pizza guy too. Took quite a bit. Oh, my back. Okay. All right. So now we have enough to get 2 more hearts. I'm also looking at the timer, seeing how much we're running the time. And maybe we won't fight Phantom Ganon and get the Master Sword today. Maybe we'll save that for tomorrow. Because I don't want to be, again, running the clock too much. Plus, I'm fairly certain that even after everything we have right now, I don't think we could take Phantom Ganon, so we are definitely not going to be attempting that today. So what we will be doing is saying thanks for watching, lurking, listening, all that good stuff. It's been real. You guys have been real. That's gonna be it for today. Because ain't no way we'd be able to fight goddamn Phantom Ganon the way we have stuff right now. Did that say fish and mushroom skewer? No, that just said mushroom skewer. Okay. But yeah, no. That'll be it for today. So I will catch you guys tomorrow on Friday with more Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 version. With that, peace out. Have a good one. Thanks, guys, for watching, lurking, listening. And I will end us off with 2 more heart containers, and then our, ending thing. So, peace out, guys.